Welcome back to Geekin Out. I'm yours truly, the Nate Meister, here with the boys, DonPrime, V, Cigars, Bacon, and Lade.
Good evening, Geekin Out. How's everyone doing this evening?
What's going on, everyone?
Hey, good to see everybody.
Yeah, I could definitely see you, Lane. It's pretty.
Yeah, I know.
Good.
Best picture I've had all day. Let me tell you.
Is that your senior picture from high school?
Yeah,
yeah.
That's why I was most likely to bake a camera.
I knew it. You look familiar, and I was like, "Oh man,
yeah." Face for radio.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So how are you guys doing this fine Sunday afternoon?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Hanging in there.
Built up Lego X-Wing, so.
Your wads are surviving?
So far, so good.
All right, that's good.
It's 86 with about 98% humidity right now.
That's gross.
Yes.
Where is that? Texas? Yeah, better place for that than here.
But yeah, well, the good thing is I just need to make it through the spring, and then my part of Texas, we still get 100 degrees for if we had a record where I think we did 50 days in a row or something like that about half decade ago. And but it's dry heat around here though after we have passed the spring.
Oh yeah. Dry, humidity and
now if you want humidity, you can go down to Houston. 2.5 hours or so from here. You can sweat all summer long if you want.
Listen, me and Don know humidity very well, being in the Northeast.
Oh yeah.
Right. You want humidity? Come over here to Georgia.
I've done Georgia humidity, my friend. Yeah. Never again.
Yeah.
Don't bring it up. Don't you dare bring up humidity.
Go in New York City in the middle of the summer. Nothing's worse than being there.
Dealing with humidity and heat and other stuff. All I can say is it is in DonPrime's neck of the woods that is the first time I ever had to actually get hit by a hurricane. Because I was in Vermont next door back in 2000 or so, 98. Hurricane went up and hit right up into the Northeast.
Yeah.
And came up through Vermont and so we had so much water. We were, this is when I was in college, we were putting sandbags out in front of the student dorms because we were on the level side of a long, tall hill. And 3 giant holes were put around. So literally you couldn't drive your car out because there was a 10-foot hole.
Nice, man. Did you get the jet ski out?
Away. Yeah, you built your own moat.
No, I could afford to go, into a bunch of rocks. But that was about it. But anyway, we got an exciting show for everybody tonight.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, we do. Before we start with the Hottoys I Regret, chapter 2, we did one last year. We went down the list of figures that we regretted not picking up or selling or whatever. But now we want to bring it back for this year. So I'm thinking doing once a year during the beginning of the year. Like, okay, what Hot Toys didn't make it? What? So it not only could be a Hot Toy, it could be 3-0, it could be any 1/6 figure. But before we start with the lists, I still want to remind everyone about the Hot Toys May the 4th giveaway that we're doing for the Mandalorian figure. Just make sure you guys watch the video and also comment on your favorite Mandalorian figure. So it could be the Remnant Trooper, it could be the IG-11, the works. So you can enter for your chance to win. Make sure to like and subscribe. And also, again, Lane, thank you for gifting us the Death Watch Mandalorian as a giveaway for May the 4th. I do appreciate it.
Don't forget one other thing, Nate.
What's up?
Don't forget, we may also have for later tonight everybody's favorite Storm Center weatherman Denobi 2 stopping by so he can fill us in on the current fronts about the Hot Toys storm that is coming for us all.
well, people are already jumping ship now. So I already see all these posts about I can't keep up with collecting anymore. The FOMO is too strong for blasters. I can't do this anymore. I'm like, damn.
I love you had the best confused look on your face for just a second.
Mm-hmm. I regret getting General Grievous. Oh, that's a big regret right there. Yep, good times on that.
Well, you had the Nostradamus of general trash compactor telling you the day it was announced back in 2021.
I warn people about it. I'm like, it's Sideshow.
I know.
It's Sideshow. But it's whatever. But I did. But ND and Sif did gift me the General Grievous, and as always, the General Grievous is still falling apart as we speak. I haven't done anything to it. He just falls apart. The only time I will fix it is when DonPrime sends me the lightsabers. So that's the only time I actually pull out my General Grievous, dust them up, and put on the light up lightsabers, so he could actually, look nice for a change.
Hey, Dave,
Yeah.
I want to do one call out just real quick. I don't know if he's here in chat yet or not today, but I did want to do a quick call, out before we get going. I wanted to just make a call out to Bob Dylan, because Bob Dylan is hooking me up with a replacement lightsaber for Darkseid Anakin. Just a regular lightsaber. He tracked one down for me and has shipped it out to me. And I don't think he's here right at the moment, but I wanted to be recorded. I said thank you to Bob Dylan for doing that. I really appreciated him finding one for me. Anyway, that was all. Just need to do that.
All right.
Nice.
Thank
Good on
Bob
Bob.
Dylan is a real G, man.
Yeah.
I would like to bring him in on live streams once in a while, but he says that that live stream's life is not for me, but I do enjoy watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still work on him. I still work on him.
But we'll see what happens. Maybe he wants to come in for May the 4th stream, because that's a 24-hour stream. But which reminds me, everyone, for the 24-hour stream, we are doing giveaways, but also the stream is going to be split up in two streams, because YouTube cannot save a 24-hour stream into a complete video. It cuts off after 14 hours, and then when the stream continues, it won't become a video. It'll become like a black state of 24 hours, like not even saved. So that's why when you go back try to watch the original 24-hour stream, you only watch a black screen, because they couldn't save in 24 hours. So we're going to be splitting into two. So one 12-hour stream, and then the other one a 12-hour stream. So, so we'll pretty much be moving right into the 12-hour stream, the other 12-hour stream part 2.
Exactly.
Like
sorry.
No, I was gonna say it's like the final book in a trilogy where they split it into 2 parts so they can get more money. So
Exactly. But yeah, so obviously then we've got another giveaway. So we have the May 4th giveaway with Lane, and much appreciate the Deathwatch Mando. We still also have the Pennywise giveaway in collaboration with Collector Zone. Again, you have to be a member of both the Geekin Out and Collector Zone on YouTube, and then on
Cantina,
Facebook. Yep. Be part of the Collector Zone Cantina and the 6-scale survival guide, and that again is for a brand new Hot Toys Pennywise. For the Kenobi stream on the 27th, we have a holocron and a Kyber crystal to give away, and then for the summer we have Ultraman figures. When Euler's last time on, he actually showed some of the prototype bases that will be coming with those figures. So stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff to give out to you, the people. So just again, thanks for watching and stay tuned. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new, because you have to be
hit the
minimum
likes
of a sub to be eligible to win prizes.
Nice. But Don, since we got you getting out the deets for the giveaways, why don't you start with your top 5 Hot Toy regrets? Again, guys, this could be 1/6 scale. And already, people, the chat is dropping Hot Toy regrets already on the chat, so that's good on y'all. I appreciate you putting in the effort to share your thoughts on your regrets, because we all got Hot Toy regrets, we all got 6-scale regrets, but this is our chance to share in the madness. So DonPrime, go ahead.
All right, so number 5, I had Luke Skywalker in Stormtrooper disguise. I regret getting not being able to get that, especially since I picked up Han. And that version of Han has the superior head sculpt to the original Han figure. So that's my number 5. Number 4 is Falcon from Winter Soldier.
Wait, let's before we get into that, let's talk about the your number 5 here. Why you put it in your number 5? Do you feel that it's a figure that you don't really have that much regret for it because he's so low on the list? I guess because as we move down to the list, I guess your number 1 will be your most regretted figure, right?
Exactly. I mean, this is out of the figures I didn't have or I sold. This is the one like kind of up there that I wish I got it because this is so iconic. You know, it's Luke and he's just learning the ropes, starting out, and he's in the stormtrooper armor, and then it's with my Chewie, and then yeah, it would have just completed that set. You know, that iconic look, especially when they're walking in or they're trying to put the binders on Chewie, something like that. I have a soft spot for this figure.
All right.
It's one of those things.
I get it. It's a soft spot. And I honestly would have, if I was lucky enough, I remember the Han disguise version. I almost was able to pretty much purchase that at Sideshow when it was re-released for a short time, because Sideshow found them in the back of a warehouse or something. I missed my chance on that, but I was able to pick up Hoth Leia at the same time. So I still got out with a grail. So I still battled through battled through all the pre-order buttons and the add to carts, and I was able to get Hoth Leia. So,
nice.
But yeah, I love this guy's look. It's real nice. But anybody else want to?
He's number 5 because he was just a little too short for a super hot toy for you, huh, Don? Sorry, I just had to get the bad joke out of the way.
That's a dad joke, Lane.
No, man.
That's not a bad joke. That's a dad joke.
Yeah.
Fully understand that, man. If you have Han and you don't get Luke, it's kind of like the dynamic duo, like in half. It's like getting like Batman without Robin.
Especially with Chewie.
Yeah. Yeah, you need it looks perfect with them both together.
Wow. $229 back then. That's crazy. I know things have changed up ever since then, but $229 for this. Wow.
And it's the original armor, not the Rogue One update that all the new Stormtroopers are coming with as.
Yeah.
Besides the OGs. So
if they do a 2.0 for this, for the 50th anniversary of A New Hope, do you think that they'll do the original design and then 2.0 it like it, but make it sort of like updated like the Rogue Ones, or they'll just take this original design, just update the head sculpt?
Just update the head sculpt, because I mean, it's the armor is indicative to the original trilogy. You know, if you're buying these figures for the price they're charging, you would want them to be accurate to the movie, and the Rogue One is not accurate to the original trilogy. That's my 2 cents. So I would think they would just keep the original armor.
I was watching Terry Smith the other day, and he was explaining the reason why they had to change up the armor to make him better for the actors to move in it. For better articulation, better movements for the actors. I'm talking about articulation, but actually it's better articulation. The newer bodies are better articulation, but I think this is a real good one. I would definitely would have added this to my regret list if I had a chance to pick this up, or I sold this for a real good price. I'm like, damn, I regret not picking it up. But so, what's your number 4, DonPrime?
Falcon from Winter Soldier.
Ooh, Falcon, Winter Soldier. Okay. So give us your thoughts on that, man.
I like it because it's the military look he has. He's got the camo pants. It still has like the way that the color pattern. It's like that digital military wing style. And I think the flight goggles look cool. And then he's got the wrist mounted Mac 10s. Just the harness and everything. It's just really, really nice.
Wow.
It's one of those things I just sat on it or regretted it. And yeah, I mean, you can find these, but they're a lot damaged. And even the damaged ones are going for $400. Now, like a mint perfect one is going for like $700-800.
So, did you have an opportunity to pick this up? You sat around with it, trying to figure out if you need it or not?
Pretty much, but it's one of those things now. It's like I have a Maja case just for like my Avengers display, and I would have the space to do it. But at the same time, I'd much rather get this version than I mean, unless they do, the new updated version from Endgame and Infinity War. Yeah, I don't really see a need to get the Civil War one.
Gotcha. Anybody want to share thoughts about the Falcon suit?
That's one I regret not picking up as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything Don said, like I did the same thing. I sat on it and figured, by the time I come back, it'll still be there, and it wasn't. And now, like Don said, when you go looking in the reseller market, it's just ridiculously priced. It's not even worth trying to pick up.
And how much was this? I think $249 back then. Was that high back then? Was that really that high back then? Was that bad for this figure? $249? Because what was the original price for figures like this back then? Like what? $225,
Like,
$230?
I think like Black Widow, because she was kind of like she didn't come with much. I think Black Widow was like 180, 189, something like that.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
sub 200 hot toy.
Dude, non-Iron Man pieces, like people were all geeking out for Iron Man. That's what the thing was. Like Iron Man, War Machine, they were looking at those, and everyone
the House Party Protocol was running hot because this was like 2014, 2015, and that's when they started doing all the different figures.
Right. And when you look at Falcon as a fan favorite, you're like, it's all about Cap right now.
Can't wait to get the new Falcon and that one looks sick. Yeah. I really like the Captain Puerto Rico version. But if Hot Toys can really drop that after Captain Puerto Rico gets released, they can drop the Falcon with the new red that comes with him in the Falcon and Winter Soldier show. That will be epic. I'll pick that up. I would pick that up because I would like to have sort of like an OG Falcon from the Endgame line, something to that nature. Because Captain Puerto Rico 2.0 or 3.0 at this point, it's a whole different story with that one, as far as like the new figures. I would really like the original red, and I know people are asking for it every time Hot Toys releases a new damn figure. I'm like, where is Falcon, Red Falcon from the Winter Soldier? Where is that suit? I will pick that up. I'll definitely pick that up as well because I really like the upgraded version. But so Don, what is your number 3?
All right, so my number 3 is actually a figure I had and I sold. It's Jyn Erso, but in the Imperial disguise uniform.
Oh man, that's a good one.
Yeah, it was one of those things. I had the figures, and again, there's another Rogue One figure on there, and she goes like
for this?
anywhere from 400 to 600, depending on condition and quality. Yeah, so I had her, and at the time they weren't coming out with the rest of the line. So I'm like, there's, it was like a one-off piece with another figure, but they didn't have Andor at the time. Krennic wasn't announced. They only had the one Shore Trooper. So it's like I basically got sold her and got my money back. But then everything started. You had Krennic came out, and then Sherwood, and then you had the ability with the other Shore Troopers to complete the line. So.
Wow. I did always wonder what it looked like with this costume. Did it look like she had ninja like katana blades on her back?
It's almost like Black Widow, where she has the backpack.
Yeah.
Just seeing that. I mean, in the movie, seeing that, I'm like, why does she have katana blades in her?
Like you could put a Lady Deadpool head sculpt on that, and it wouldn't look out of place. I'll just say that.
Bruh,
weird. Just the outfit seems weird, but.
It's a flight suit. It's like a TIE fighter flight suit, except it's for ground crew.
Yeah, just she's part of the airlines, just guide planes coming down.
Exactly. So.
Wow, this one looks really good. Like 219.
Good head.
I managed to get the. This one I could have picked up for 225 at one point, but then I saw the Jyn Erso with her regular look, and I was like, yeah, I'll get that one for 300. So I got Jyn Erso for 300. That's the only one I'm going to stick with. If I do see her pop up again, maybe on Sideshow again, like a random find in a warehouse, I'll probably pick her up then. But I really don't need to hunt her down. But I really do like the Jyn Erso I have currently. That's pretty much the one. The only thing I would like to get is probably get deluxe pieces, accessories separately, because I bought the regular version. One, and I really need to get the deluxe edition. And the deluxe edition, they go for like $350 to $400, and there was a one just for $300. I'm like, if just the regular edition, $300. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna miss this chance. This is Jen Earth. This is one of my favorite mommies in the Star Wars universe. I cannot say no to her.
Well, and with Andor coming out, and then if Andor gets his own figure, that's only going to increase the value of the Jins.
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's gonna be kind of like what happened with Bespin Luke and the current Darth Vader from ESB. That people are like, oh my god, I gotta buy ESB Vader so I can put him with my Bespin Luke in 2 years from now.
Yeah, 2 years from now. Yeah.
Well, again, hey, just as a side note, potentially again in Andor, we're going to be seeing more Royal Guards. So hey, Royal Guard 2.0, so you don't have to pay $500 per Royal Guard. That's what they're literally going for. You want
I'll probably get 2.0. I'll probably get a 2.0 as well.
If you want guards to go with Palpatine, you need 2, and it's going to cost you $1,000.
So does that mean Palpatine might show up in Andor?
No. I think they're probably going to be because the thing is they're not only for Palpatine and Vader. They're also for high officials like Moff Tarkin and stuff. So some more higher officials than that. So it just depends on what's going on in the story and why they're portrayed there. Because usually it would be with Tarkin and stuff. So and I'm hearing that Tarkin might be appearing in Andor with Krennic. So there is a possibility. Oh, that's right. There could be a Palpatine because the Krennic and Tarkin are pretty much trying to discuss with Palpatine on the future of the Death Star. So that would make sense. Yeah.
Because they have a lot of story. Like one of the writers came out, he's like, well, it was going to be originally 6 seasons, Andor. But they cut it down to 3. And season 2 is already going to be filming in November. So whatever they're doing, it's already greenlit to go to the next one. So, I mean, who knows what they have planned? If it seems big, regardless. So if you're gonna have a 6th season planned out, that's a huge chunk of time.
Yeah, the one character we don't want to watch for 6 seasons.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, before we continue on with the next one with DonPrime, I think Big Dog Pound 1 asks a quick question. Geeking Out, should I pick up the Gladiator Thor? Now, do you have the Gladiator Hulk or any figures that accessorizes with Gladiator Thor? If you're just getting Gladiator Thor just for the heck of it, hopefully it's a decent price, because I would not spend a resale price on Gladiator Thor when there's so many other Thors coming out from the new movie right now. The only reason why I would pick up a Gladiator Thor is because I have Gladiator Hulk to go with it, or Loki from
even Hela.
Or Hela, yeah.
Well, isn't there a third party Hela now?
Yeah, but it's sus though.
It's sus.
Okay.
Because we don't know when it's coming out. So.
And the picture looks very, very similar to a Hot Toy. Like, it doesn't seem like it's like a. It seems like someone bought a Hot Toy and then posed it, and they're like, "Yeah, this is exactly what we're doing."
Now give us your money.
Yeah, and there's no other pictures, just one picture.
Yep. So, all right, Don, what is your number 2?
Animated Boba Fett.
Oh my God. Freaking animated Boba Fett, the story of my life right here.
It's one of those things. It was, obviously it's from the Christmas special, but it's the first appearance of Boba Fett. Again, it was one of those things you're like, hey, it's nice. Maybe I'll get to it. Maybe I won't. I slept on it. And then that jumped immensely in a resale market. It's like, if you can get it for under $400, you consider yourself very, very lucky. So, yeah. And it's just very funny now, because especially since I was at Disney, they're now selling Life Day merchandise.
Oh, Life Day.
Yeah, no, like there's like at the Starbucks at Hollywood Studios, they literally, you're from the holiday special, if you remember, like Chewie and like the red robe and stuff, or like whoever that chieftain was, or the Wookiees, like that's on a coffee mug, and
No
it's like
way.
Life Day. They're gonna do like Life Day at the Star Wars Hotel.
Oh, that's cool.
So
They did the. I mean, they did the. I know we don't talk about the sequel trilogy, but they did like an animated version of that, like the Lego version.
oh yeah,
Of like basically it's a sequel to the holiday.
Yep.
Holiday special.
yeah, the Lego Holiday Special.
It wasn't bad. I kind of liked it.
Was that the one where Ray basically goes back in time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brings out everybody, and you have like Anakin versus like Darth Vader and all that stuff. It was kind of funny. It's like stupid.
The Lego stories. So this is a good number 2 because both the anime is definitely on one of my highest regrets because the situation I was in with this figure. Like I could have picked this up. I literally was. It was sitting. A lot of these Star Wars figures were sitting during the sequel trilogy days, and then I'm like, damn. Like I picked up a lot of the Star Wars figures. I picked up 2 Royal Guards. Dude, man, I went in on my Star Wars figures when I first started collecting Hot Toys, and thank God these figures were sitting on Sideshow because I picked up most of these, if not all of them, for retail. And the only one that escaped my grasps was the Boba Fett animated version, and it still haunts me to this day. To this day.
I feel like you're gonna be like Grandpa Diddy, like in Donkey Kong, the Grandpa Kong. You're gonna be like sitting in your rocking chair, like back in my day, I almost had a chance to get animated Boba Fett.
Back in my day,
Peppered Farm remembers.
Peppered Farm remembers. So anybody else want to say their thoughts before we move on to Don's number 1?
I mean, this is an absolute grail, like by far. It's like there's so much history to it, and it was so cheap, and now it's so expensive.
And the one thing that I gotta say though, the reason why I was like thrown off by this because of the accessories. You see, you don't get much with them, right? But then you have the deluxe Boba Fett, caressing your mind with all the accessories that came with. And I'm like, oh my god, I gotta go with this one first. Bad idea, because that's when Hot Toys was like, reissue the 40th anniversary package. I'm like, you sons of bastards.
You sons of...
I originally didn't want to get this figure, and then as time went by, I regretted not picking it up. And then when Oilers showed it off the other day in the stream, that's when I really got hit with regret, because I didn't realize how detailed that figure was until he was showing it off, and I was like, damn. Because during lockdown, there was a guy on eBay selling this for $280, brand new in box.
Wow, damn.
Well, wasn't that guy? Was it like last week or 2 weeks ago? He's literally selling all of his figures, and he had this up for like $250.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That has the most comments. It's like 300 comments. So like
within an hour, he has 300 comments, 300 PMs.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I'll share more of my thoughts when we move on to my list with the anime Boba Fett. But yeah, Denobi, yes, I was there, Gandalf. I was there at the beginning, 3,000 years ago.
Denobi's the high elves.
Yeah, he's Elrond. Yeah, Denobi's Elrond. But all right. So let's move on to DonPrime's number 1.
All right, so number 1 is K2SO.
Ooh, K2SO. Wow.
Yeah,
I expected the anime to be more of a number 1 for you, but really, K2SO?
Yeah, again, it's the same reasons I got rid of Jin. Because it was the Imperial disguise. I had her displayed with K2SO. And the same reasons was not at the time expecting them to finish the line, because, Hot Toys is notorious for not finishing, full teams or full lines. So, yeah, I ended up selling it, just got my money back, and then slowly seeing this thing go for like $700. And I'm like, oh my God. Now I know the KX Enforcer droid's coming out, but it's still not the same thing.
Yeah, still not the same thing, man. I know people are gunning for some army building. Well, you know, for the picture, of course, the Terminator K2SO is going, K2X Force is going to freaking Mandalorians, just wiping them out from the face of the planet. I get it, but some of us are actually picking this up to in place of the K2SO for the Rogue One line. Until Andor decides, hey, you know what? Surprise cameo K2SO at the end of 5-second cameo of K2SO at the end, where Andor's like, "Hey, I got my buddy back, yay!"
or he's reprogramming him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 3 seasons, man. You'll definitely get another shot at this guy. Plus, they're 2.0, man. So, I got high hopes for you. I wouldn't say 100%.
Yeah. Now I'm hoping if they're doing the KX droid, they'll possibly do a Viper probe droid.
Ah.
As a side
More
note,
droids, better, man. That's all I want.
Yeah, you
Star Killer.
know,
The paint apps are a little different. Like the apps in the face are different.
yeah, the KX Enforcer droid is pretty much the bow damage version. Actually, I've said it before. You can literally use the KX Enforcer droid bow damage as his final hurrah fight for K2SO at the end. Like, that's how heavily bow damage he is. You can use weathered he is. Yeah, you can use him as his final hurrah fight at the end. Where he's
Doesn't he have like
stormtroopers.
actual like paint markings or different like graphics on his face as well that aren't necessarily battle damage?
Yeah. There's different.
Okay.
But that's your liberty to use that.
Yeah,
mode.
I mean, your own head cannon.
Your own head cannon. Because if someone pops in your display, like, hey, look at this. Oh my God, the Rogue One. Like, there's K2SO. And you're like, yep, that's K2SO. Nope, that's a KX Enforcer droid in your mind because that is a KX Enforcer droid. But some
exactly.
popping in like, yeah, that's a K2SO. Yeah. So
yeah, I mean, if you want K2SO, like we're saying, just get a KX droid and your own head cannon. That's all that matters.
Yeah. But so before we head out to there you go. Okay. Before we head out to discuss what V's list is, anybody else want to say anything about K2SO?
Solid pick. A solid pick, man. I mean, like the droids, man. People underestimate droids. Like I like the BB-8 and the black BB-8. What was it? BB-8, as I named it. The 2-pack. People slept on that, and I got it, and I thought it was a great.
I should have picked that up. I should have picked that up. I should. I should have picked that up. That's actually slight regrets, just slight. Just like a little bit salt of regret right there. So
they're still out there in the ether, though. That's the thing. Like those sequel, the good thing about the sequel Hot Toys is that they're cheap and they're still affordable. So I just saw someone sell a 4-pack of First Order Troopers for $200. 4 of them.
What?
4 of them.
4 of them things?
Yeah, 4. It had like the leader, like an artillery. It was like 4. I was like, oh my God, I would definitely
like a squad.
That.
They just sent a fire team. They sold a fire team for $200. Wow.
For $200.
Wow.
A steal and a half, my friend.
I wonder what the shipping is going to be on that for the guy that sold them for $200. 4 boxed Hot Toys.
I think it was shipped.
Yeah, 200 shipped. Damn.
Yeah. So he was like,
He really wanted to get rid of them.
Wow.
Oh, was that you, man? Riley?
Wow.
Riley, I think Riley sold those. Riley. Man.
Oh, damn, man.
Did you sell? Was it shipped 200? Well, you'll tell us later. I don't know why I asked him. Like he's on the panel. I'm like waiting for. Well, hold on. Let me hear you.
Speak up.
So dumb. Hello. Oh, come here. Nope.
I sold those troopers. Wow. But all right. So let's you and your flirkin is batter up.
Yep. All right. So he was an Avenger before the first Avenger. He was the man, the myth, the legend. My first on my top 5 that I said I regret is Rescue Captain America.
Rescue Captain America.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Let me pull him up over here real quick. Wow. Rescue Cap. I want to hear this.
So yeah, so this is the version I saw it come through because I got the first Avenger Captain America when that was like pretty much the first version that Captain America came out as, and I saw this one come out as like a Toy Fair exclusive. So I thought to myself, I'm like, hey, he's kind of cool, but but it's not Captain America in his full uniform, so having him displayed wouldn't give as much of a draw compared to like the actual Captain America in full suit. But going back and looking at this now, I felt like this was Captain America, like when this was the moment he became Captain America himself. And I kind of regret not getting it because it's the precursor. It's kind of like, the 0.5 Captain America. And
it's very unique.
Yeah.
Design wise, out of all the caps we've gotten, other than the stealth suit cap, this is quite unique.
It's very World War II. He has the airplane kind of like bomber jacket almost. He has the helmet, the outfit underneath, the Vanguard shield, which is very cool because that's the first Cap shield that he had in the comics. So it's all the little things that make Captain America in this one figure. He has what is that? What's that gun called, Don?
The Thompson?
Thompson, yeah, Thompson. I know it's like the Tommy gun, but it's not the Tommy.
Yeah.
But,
wow, look at the evolution from the head sculpts we have today of Captain America into this. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. He definitely looks like a roided up gym freak in that one. In this picture. I will rush you if you touch my bench.
I pick things up and I lift things up and put them down.
Yeah. But it's like a mix of G.I. Joe, like the old Joes with Marvel. Like they did like one of those. So it was so cool and unique to have. And I missed it for $220. And now
you don't mention the Joes around me.
They will conquer you, Cobra. They will get you. But anyways, it's one of the figures I do regret, but also at the same time, I never see someone displaying this today because I want to see how the jacket held up. Because I don't think people with 303 back in the day when this thing came out, so I don't know if it was genuine leather or pleather. So we don't know what the flakenesses of it would have been at.
Wow, 212 Avengers.
Yeah.
Wow, 212.
I was collecting all the way back then because those big old stupid nerds. There you go, Falcon.
Wow, so we pretty much went since 2012 on price range. We went up pretty much $50.
Yeah, but this is expensive. This was on the higher end, Nate.
This was the higher end pricing.
Yeah,
oh,
because
this is a Toy Fair. Yeah. Oh,
yeah. This is a Toy Fair exclusive. This is why I was like, it's a little bit expensive because like the original Cap, like in his full suit, was about like 180, like 170 or around there.
Dude, I can't believe you're telling me this was high end back then with the prices now.
Yeah.
You out of your damn mind.
And then you put them with a bike, like you go and you try to find like the World War II Indian bikes that you could. I mean, now if you can find them, they're going for like $700-800, specific the Indian ones. But back then you could get them for like $50-60. You put them on one of those bikes. That was like the finishing piece. That looked amazing as a display. Him on the bike.
You can still, So this is the only other one I feel like that's like the Grail of Captain America is like this one, and I think the Civil War classic suit. So he had like the war. He there was like the movie promo version. It was like a limited one. I think that's the only other one, unless I'm missing another one.
So V, my question to you is: would you be able to? Are you trying still to try and hunt this down, or you're past that? Like it's part of. That's why you have it on your number 5 right now because it's a figure that you're not really hunting anymore. And I'm just asking.
Yeah, no, it's like one of those things where like I know it's too expensive, but at the other end, I know if I what I can actually do is buy the 2012 Cap that's on Sideshow now, and then kit bash it. So because these Vanguard shields and the gun, the helmet, and all that stuff is all over the place. So like you can basically get all that stuff and make your own rescue Cap. So it's not something you can't make because like the weapons he has is all, you know, World War II, you know, military, not specific or Joe's or anybody like that. I don't. So.
Okay. So anybody else want to say their thoughts before we move on to number 4 to V's list? Nope.
Dope. Awesome. Great.
All right. So let's move on to number 4.
So my number 4, I know this one he's spectacular and he's amazing. It's Spider-Man 3 classic suit, Tobey Maguire. Not this one.
This one?
No. The classic suit.
The classic suit. Tobey Maguire. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No Bully Maguire.
Yeah.
No Bully
Nice
Maguire.
Maguire.
Well, that one does relate to this one. So
which one is that one?
Is that Sandman?
Is that the Spider-Man 3?
Yeah, Spider-Man 3. So it's Spider-Man 3. It's just based red and blue suit.
Oh, that's right. That's where I got confused. When I thought about Spider-Man 3, I thought about the
everybody does.
Yeah, the Bully Maguire.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so continue on. I'll find it on the list.
So essentially, basically, what happened was this was like one of the first Spider-Mans to ever be released by Hot Toys. Before then, they never did Spider-Man 1, 2, and this was
the first.
These were the first. Yeah, they didn't do any other ones. Yeah. So they never did Spider-Man 2. They never did Spider-Man 1. They didn't do any like comic book version or anything like that. So these were the first 2 that come in. And so when I fell in love because I saw these pictures and they had these awesome poses. Yeah, they look like, I'm like, oh my God, that's actual Spider-Man swinging through the streets. You can put him in different places. You can have him hanging out with Captain America and Iron Man. I was like, this looks so vibrant and cool. And it came with a little a gargoyle store, like have him on a platform, like
I see it.
Yeah, that right there. Yeah, so you can have him stand over, like, hey, everyone loves me. They actually really do like me, and you could do that stupid scene, or put Batman there, or Daredevil, or Spawn, or any other brooding character that you ever wanted to put on that little thing.
15-minute time limit for brooding over the perch.
Yeah, that stupid meme.
I just like to put that. I'd like to put that one on like the base that comes out with the integrated suit eventually.
Yes, yeah. That would be really cool. So this is the one that was like, I looked at it and when it came out and I tried to find it, it was sold out from Sideshow, right? I couldn't get it. And I was so disappointed. And I'm like, well, I need a Spider-Man and the only other one is available. I guess I'll get the black suit Spider-Man. So I got the black suit Spider-Man for like retail price, and I was disappointed when I got it because I'm like, it's not Spider-Man, it's just black suit Spider-Man. He doesn't have it the whole time. Like this is the real Spider-Man himself. So
I don't know, man. You might get your chance with Hot Toys and Spider-Man No Way Home bringing back.
That's true. It's true. Well, I know Thunder Toys released their version of this Tobey Maguire suit. But I'm holding off on getting this one then because I'm waiting for Hot Toys to come out for this. But like back in the day, this was my big regret that I couldn't get the classic red and blue Spider-Man. I was like, this sucks. Hate it. I need to pre-order sooner.
Wow. So is this a figure that you would try and hunt down to repurchase, or you just wait till a new comes out?
I'm going to wait until new comes out because I know how bad the bodies are back in the day. They're really like flimsy and it's hard, and like you really got to be careful with them. They're not as durable as the ones that are today are, even though people complain sometimes, like, they break on you. Yeah, back in the day, these things, they get crushed.
So how much was the retail for this? Just getting this and then with these accessories over here?
I think it was like maybe like 200, maybe a little bit less. It wasn't much, but it was out quick. Like it was sold out very quickly. It was one of those things where like Hot Toys only made a certain amount and then they're gone. So like that. So back in the day, like that base, that's what really pumped up the price though on it. Like that secondary like building piece. That's not even a gargoyle. Like I can't even say it's a gargoyle, but like it's one of those things where it's like that accessory itself was like, oh man, that's a crazy piece to put them on. That's like you can make almost a diorama. It was like not really spoken about back in the day.
Wow.
But this was standard in terms of accessories.
Yeah. So you look at this, and then you look like what More Worship is saying. The new classic suit Spider-Man is nice. Yeah, I like the PS4 classic suit where all the accessories come with, and you compare that to what we got years ago. I'm like, damn, Hot Toys has come a long way.
Come a mighty long way, and it's pretty awesome. And that it is one of my favorite suits. I'm definitely going to be picking up on. How many? I don't know, but definitely game one.
Let's see. Bob Dylan says the Thunder Toys one is not bad, and the deluxe base is insanely good and versatile.
That's cool. That's good to know. That's good to know that the Thunder Toys did something great with theirs.
So Doc Collector says, I regret not getting Mud Trooper and credit, bruh. Those sold out within 2 weeks, and okay, so I remember the Mud Trooper selling out during the week of its release, and then Krennic selling 2 weeks after its release. That's why I remember that, man. It was now I pre-ordered my Krennic right when it got released, and then Mud Trooper I had to hunt down. Thanks to Adam Aguilar, he helped me out with Comiconcept, and I was able to get one of the last few pre-orders for Mud Trooper through him. So I was like, damn, it was a wild hunt to try and get yourself a pre-order within freaking 5 hours of its sold out. I was like, damn, it's crazy.
Well, I'm glad the community has your back, man.
We might get a second chance with Mud Troopers and Andor, from what I'm hearing.
Dude, I hope so.
That show is gonna be like Trooper Heaven for Hot Toys.
Dude, I really hope that they blow up with all the classic stuff. They come all back with everything, because it's like the only time like we're really getting OG stuff. Like I know Mandalorian is like, hey, it's kind of OG. Like, is it though?
Is it good? But all right, V, what is your number 3?
Number 3. So my number 3 is a man that was on duty and gave his life in the duty. He became half cop, half robot. It is RoboCop. So it's RoboCop in mechanical chair. This is the one I missed out on. As a fan of the 80s and a child of the 80s, this man was an icon for me. I have his poster.
424?
Yeah.
Wow. When did this came out, though?
2015?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
With sound effects, too.
Wow.
Yeah. That's expensive back for that. Jeez.
It was. Diecast.
That's expensive now.
Yeah. It's diecast sound effects.
Remote
CMP,
control.
you want to talk about it, too? Because I know you're a fan of it, too.
I didn't get the mechanical chair one, but for my birthday this year, I treated myself to the diecast RoboCop and Ed 209.
That's what I'm talking about. See, it's one of those figures, man. That's just it's so solid, and the shelf presence alone is like eye catching.
When I see RoboCop, I always just hear all of his catchphrases. Every time I see pictures of him, I just hear all his catchphrases, especially the "Your move, creep." Drop it.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
This is like a $500 figure.
Yeah.
Like back then, that's crazy. I can't even imagine how much this would be just for him, diecast, and the chair. Like if you have to reissue this today, this will be pushing $600.
$680.
Yeah, $680.
What if they did Ed 209? Jeez.
Don't say that. I just got the original one, and it cost a pretty penny.
Ed 209 will be $800, right? Ed 209 will be $800, right? Today's pricing. Yeah.
What a cool
I can't imagine being like a freaking Hulkbuster at that point. Nah.
Dude, this is so iconic, man. In terms of just filmography itself, like in terms of like just iconic characters, RoboCop fits into the in the topper echelon of all of them. Like you can't get any better than this. works. Yeah.
The only thing they could have done for me for RoboCop 3 was just doing him with the jetpack.
Right.
Well,
yeah.
Enter Bay did the fourth version.
No, they did the third one where he has the jetpack and the machine gun hand.
Yeah, no, they did a quarter scale version.
Was there was there prototypes for the third one from Hot Toys or
no? Like the third one is universally land-based. Like Lane was saying, the only cool thing is him having the jetpack, which they actually said.
Not even the scene is that cool, but I just think a Hot Toys figure with that would look cool. That's the only thing. I would like a Hot Toy of that would be cool.
Yeah, but then you actually get the arm where he has the weapon accessory arm.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what the Enter Bay quarter scale did for the third, where they give you the jetpack and the swap out arm. That was on sale at like Big Bad Toy Store. You could have got that thing for like $180 shipped during their sale a couple of years ago. I actually kind of kicked myself for not jumping on that.
The detail on this and stuff is just, I love the detail on the suit. Like, I can see why this is a regret. It's great. It is a dead on for RoboCop.
Yeah.
Dead on for RoboCop.
Wow.
So the hunt is on for him. Even he comes with a little battle damage as well, armor pieces. So when he gets turned on,
and this totally could have allowed you to do a RoboCop versus the Terminator.
Yes, exactly.
Well,
that's the thing.
Well, I'm kind of wondering why they never made a Clarence Boddicker.
Oh my God! Can you fly, Bobby?
Oh my gosh, that would have been awesome. And then just have an old body you could stick on for red.
It'd be so cool.
No. It's what would you who could you use that for? Yeah, right.
Real quick, Denobi's saying that this one wasn't die cast.
But then Bob Dylan says it was die cast.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is a die cast figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it even says it on the
promos.
Right there, die
promos.
cast.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be a lawsuit if it wasn't.
I'm just glad it doesn't say DX on there because then we would have been able to accuse.
Okay, yeah. So then the 2-pack version, the 2-pack with actual Officer Murphy is plastic.
But all right. So V, what is your number 2?
All right. So my number 2 is a one. So this man comes straight from the bottom of Dante's Inferno. But he has a same affinity for my love of Flerkens, and this dude is Ron Perlman's Hellboy.
So, as soon as you were wearing it like that, I knew exactly.
Yeah. So when I say Hellboy, people only know the David Harbour version of Hellboy, but this was the Hellboy from Hellboy 2. I was like, man. This is the only one that I would ever want to get. And it still kind of looks pretty good today. I don't know how the body would have held up if I actually got it, but it's still like pretty. It's 1-to-1. It's not. It looks like him. Like the outfit looks pretty good. The accessories are great. So I thought this is one of those grails that I've been like, damn, I wish they did another Hellboy movie just so I can get my hands on him. And
well, there's talk he might do it. There might be a third one.
Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. I hope you're right, Don.
Well, you do have an opportunity now. I mean, it's going to be, for how much this is going for now, I guess, to buy him in comparison. Blitzway's got a statue of his Golden Army form coming out.
1/6 scale. And 1/6 scale, too.
Oh, really?
So cheaper. I've only seen the quarter scale. It's like 1,000.
No, they got a 1/6 scale version of it coming too.
Hey, I've seen the quarter scale. BBTS has it up for order. It's like 1,000. So if you love this thing, because I've thought about buying it, you might want to check it out, V. That might be an alternative you could get.
Dude, I'll definitely check it out because I'm a huge fan of Hellboy. Actually, you know what's something cool? I got this. Let me give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Oh boy,
with the big baby handgun.
Yeah, the statue looks amazing.
Yeah,
it's dead on. It's dead on for. I don't know about Blitzway doing actual people's faces, but if they've got like aliens or creatures or stuff, they're usually pretty good. But that's an awesome looking figure.
Yeah, how much was the original price? Because I was trying to find the original price for this, but this is $619 right now.
Yeah. I'd pick the Ed 09 for that much money going on the secondary to buy instead.
I didn't even pay that much for Ed 209.
Yeah, no, I missed out just on a good deal on him not too long ago.
I got lucky. RoboCop and Ed were brand new in box.
So, all right, I'm back. So I got this, and I saw it in a store, and I had to buy it. So I don't know if you could see it directly.
Oh, nice.
So
Oh my God, it's pretty much Fireball.
yeah. And if there's ever a signing with Ron Perlman or Mike Mangala, I want him to sign this and then put it in a box because it's kind of really cool just to have the Hellboy Hellwater cinnamon whiskey.
That is amazing.
Wow.
That is amazing.
So they did a batch of these, and I saw it, and it was just the last one. So I'm like, I definitely have to buy this for $20.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So V, any final thoughts on Hellboy before we move over to your number one?
Please do a re-release Hot Toys. That's about
when
it.
did he come out originally?
Nailed that role, man.
2008, 2009.
Yeah. The movie or this figure?
No, I know the movie was 2008. The figure.
Yeah, this came out like I think 2 years afterwards, like 2010, I think. It was
okay.
like
so it's an old figure.
Yeah,
especially
I
that
agree.
Lillian time.
I agree. Like I know people like to complain about 2.0s, but this is one of the figures that really does need a 2.0. As far as like the buys a match or what he's rocking, like if they can do this, they could do like the new Hellboy and then just use that body and then pretty much re-engineer this one to match that. That will be freaking perfect. The only issue I have with the new one is that it flakes. And that's the reason why I decided not to get it. I'm like, the entire body's flaking. No, stay away from that right now. To improve that. The only reason why I went with that Venom, because that's my boy. It's my boy Venom. I'll sacrifice my time with the 303s and whatnot to try and maintain its flaking. But I'm just saying, if you guys do get the new Hellboy, just be careful with that flaking.
These are definitely my famous last words. Please do a re-release.
Re-release everything.
Yeah.
But,
come on.
Bruh. Okay, which one's this one? Oh my God! This is the statue. I think Lane just shared us a statue of the current Hellboy.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Just showed up. Whoa, dude!
Wow.
That is awesome.
That's the quarter scale.
Oh man, the 1/6 scale looks completely different. The 1/6 scale, he's like when he was fighting the like flower giant or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
facial, the arm, the
Got him
detail.
like,
I mean,
he's punched over, and then
you
you can swap out his arm with the regular revolver or with the big baby.
Yeah, they have switchable pieces if I remember correctly. But that I think that looks great. Like they nailed that perfectly. Anyway, not to get us too sidetracked.
No,
I agree.
I thought B might want to see this.
I love it, man. Are you kidding me? This is fantastic. Man.
If Hottoys can pull this off, man, I would get it in a heartbeat. Like
I've already helped other people spend like $1,000 after showing them or talking about something on a stream, so I thought I could help V on that.
Appreciate it.
Okay. All right, guys. Before we continue, Collector Editions says got the DX5 Indiana Jones for $325. How did I do? That's good.
Hey, you did
that
good.
for $500, $600.
Just be really careful with the weapon belt or the bag,
leather strap that goes.
Yeah, be really careful. Maybe don't even touch it. Just keep it in the box.
Yeah.
I watched one get unboxed and get torn after we were all telling him leave it alone.
Well, me and Cigar Bane got lucky this week, and we got ourselves the Indiana Jones
the Presents toy?
The Present Toys one before it started selling out everywhere. Some of us are getting hit with the cancellations, so I've been hearing that 1/6 Kit is going to reopen pre-orders for the extra stock sometime this week. I don't know when, but follow 1/6 Kit on Facebook and make sure you guys really want that Present Toys Indiana Jones. I'd say go for it. The the store that we recommended, six scale corner, they started canceling orders because they ran out of inventory. So it makes sense because of all the hypeness of that figure. So it makes sense.
So if we do see it, we'll post it, you know, in our Facebook group, just for you fans. Be like, hey man, this is up. Get it while it's hot.
Present Toys did say that they would do a second batch, but it's going to be a little bit more down the road after this first run is all done and sold to customers. They said in a couple more months they'll open up for a second batch just because they didn't expect it to be so popular.
Yeah. Just you wait, Sideshow. Hot to be like, time to reissue the 2.0 Indiana Jones. We've been having this in the Grail status. We have been having it locked away for years. I'm like, it's time to release it. Unleash the 2.0.
Dude, if they gave me a Last Crusade Indiana Jones, I'd throw my whole bank account at it. That's all I have.
All $2.87.
Here's my bank account.
Here's the pocket change flying at you.
Yeah. Hold on, 1 for you, 2. Hold on, 3.
No, you're just throwing the change at them to blind them so you can then run over, grab it, and run away with it.
No, I'm gonna pull a Dale and be like, pocket sand, and throw it right in their eyes and run away with it.
Wow. But all right, V, you're number 1.
So my last and final regret, and I still I stay up at night wincing and moaning of this classic 80s hero that's been that I grew up with and inspired me to go hit the gym. It's the one roll that Arnold made, and it was released by Hot Toys, and they never did it again. And it's not the Terminator. It's Commando, John Matrix.
Oh,
this is a badass figure, man.
It's the one that I saw, because I came in the game and I saw it on Sideshow, and I'm like, I've got time. I pulled an 8. I pulled an 8, and I was like, hey, it's there. It's fine. No one's gonna buy it. Doesn't seem like it's gonna be there for that. I mean, it's gonna be there. It's gonna sit there for long, you know. And I was like, all right, cool. Let me see. Let me see if I can get something else. And then the next time I looked, it was snapped out of existence, and everything else was up to like $500 just to get this John Matrix stack. Yeah.
Yep. Hey Bennett, let off some steam.
Yeah,
yes.
You said you would kill me last. I lied.
Ooh la la!
Yeah, that freaking scream.
That's what he. If you listen to it, that's what he says.
He does, yeah. It's crazy.
The only problem is you need a Bennett to go with it.
That's true.
You need a Bennett to go with Matrix.
I eat green berets for breakfast, and now I'm very hungry. Freaking hits him right through the wall where those people are like, you know, family show.
Just to get the 80s nudity quotient.
That was the best. That's the best. That's the best. With Bill Dukes, come on. There's so many classic people.
Yeah, I know. With Cook, and
Everybody get to the chopper. You know how many people have kit bashed this into a
Dutch and the Dutch from Predator.
Yeah, muddy up Dutch. Yeah.
Dude, this was the original Taken. Like, this was OG Taken. Like, Taken's like, oh yeah, this is a great movie. I'm like, yo, watch Commando. He gets his daughter back, and he gives zero crap about whoever he needs to go through to get her back. It was the best. Like, he's on the plane, he's like, snaps a guy's neck, like, don't wake him. He's dead.
He's very good at killing the worst fake South American country army in the history of the world. Because those guys are the
Valverde.
Worst. Yeah, those guys are the worst.
The rocket launcher, man.
Well, here's the thing, though. So the country, like in Die Hard 2, General Esperanza, he's from this same country.
Really?
Yeah, Valverde.
Oh, so that means they're in canon universe. John Matrix and
Die Hard was originally written as Commando 2.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I ate Marines for breakfast, and right now I'm very hungry.
I love all these quotes, man. I think I watch this like yearly, man. It's just like one of those movies you just put it on. It doesn't matter where. Like AMC puts it on.
I just like
that's the thing about the '80s movies. All the great one-liners in the '80s movies.
Best, dude. The best.
I'm going shopping.
I just like when he like goes "Cómo estás?" and then like throws knives into guys' throats.
Yeah.
And then or when they show him running and blowing up the enemy barracks, but you like
with a
see
detonator.
standard but there's literally like dummies standing in front of the building. They explode without even bothering to try and make it look like guys.
Yeah, they're just like,
I'm like, that's so much 80s.
Yeah, but when the woman, she has the missile launcher and she launches one of them. Yep, and before that she's like, and then the cop's like, I think she's got something for you.
Yeah.
Well, so what's the resale value on this one?
It's like $600.
What?
600.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's expensive, man.
Wow.
Well, it's a quarter scale too, Nate.
Oh, it's a quarter scale?
No,
it says 1/4 scale on the picture. It says quarter scale.
What?
It says scale figure though. It says scale figure.
I thought it said quarter scale. Maybe I read it wrong.
Scale figure.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah. No, it's 6 scale. You're right.
Yeah. This was the movie that made me really want to get a launching knife. Do you remember? He's like, he has the guy turn around and he shoots a knife at somebody. I'm like, that was the coolest thing ever. And then I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, but there's guns that can do things better. But I thought a knife that could shoot was so much cooler than a gun.
But yeah, I mean, they're real. I mean, like Spetsnaz uses them.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they're not really
like an air compression gun.
Wow.
With a knife.
Yeah. Just pull out, like, you bring a gun to a knife fight, a knife to a gunfight. You're like, beep. Just take him out.
Shoot him before he pulled the bullet.
Wow. Wow, that's a very good list, man.
Thanks.
But hey, guys, another thing I want to bring up at the end of the stream, we are going to go and have you guys say out of the list, which one would you definitely, just that one, go back and hunt for? Like, if you had the money to buy one, which one would you go and hunt for out of your list? So you got time to think about that. At the end of the stream, we'll talk about that. Pretty much our final segment. But Lane, time for you to step up to the plate.
Unfortunately, some of these fools already stole some of mine. Number five on my list is going to be Jyn Erso in disguise. Because I like Jyn Erso, and I don't know for whatever reason, but that figure and that outfit just really, I like the imp outfit and everything. And as you guys know, I'm a trooper person. So even though it's not directly a trooper, that kind of look and style with also the Jyn Erso head sculpt really sold me on the figure. But obviously, I was not collecting Hot Toys anywhere within the realm when that was originally available, and she's expensive now.
So
secondary market.
So I know you've started with with statues and stuff. Like when did you start getting into Hot Toys or
that was August of 2020.
2020. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I was well past when this was all gone. I like the helmet. I just think the entire outfit looks cool. It's definitely not as iconic, and I use in quotes iconic, as her regular outfit and stuff that you can get with the deluxe and the regular. Mm-hmm. I just think it's a unique look to the character, and what makes it an interesting figure. Do I think it's necessarily even the coolest Jyn Erso? Maybe necessarily no. I think you can make the case for her deluxe or something. That one might be just with the accessories and everything, because this one's pretty basic with the accessories that come with her. I don't even think it's got many hands, if I remember correctly. But I just think it's neat. It's my preferred version of her.
Yeah, it just comes with the blaster you can give to K2SO, but the K2SO already has his damn blaster, so.
Yeah, and maybe it's because it looked to me like she had ninja swords on her back. But the other thing is with this outfit makes me also still think back to I felt like I got really bait and switched by the original trailer. Because she was originally towards the end of that where they had the voiceover for Saw Gerrera. Yeah. And it was always like, how do you know what you will become? And we see her in the Imperial outfit and stuff. It made you think, oh, wait, maybe could she end up betraying the rebellion or something? It made me think that it could be a lot more interesting what happens with this than what actually happened in the movie. But that's why maybe it's also memorable. But anyway, I think it's a really good figure. It's by no means, so I think necessarily it's number 5 on my list because I don't think it's an essential figure you need to have. even if you're getting the Rogue One line or something, or trying to get one of Jin, I would probably say if you're in general.
I think if you're, for me anyway, if you're hunting down a Jin for your Rogue One, it's either or. If you get it for a decent price for either or, I say you don't have to get both of them. I think it could either be the regular deluxe edition Jin or even disguised Jin. Like honestly, like I said before, I would have gone with the disguised Jin, but I was like, you know what? I saw the other Jin for $300, and I was like, okay, so I had a chance to get that one, and I said no to this one. So it's pretty much a Jin will work out in your collection,
but none of them are cheap.
None of them are cheap.
Yeah, so you're gonna only be able to afford maybe to get one or the other these days, anyway. But anybody else have any other comments? I know we already kind of talked about this one already.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so your number 4
would be the Praetorian Guard double/heavy blade.
Ooh,
Last Jedi. Now I'm waiting for the comments already because I did. Obviously, I had the Praetorian heavy blade and sold him. That doesn't mean I don't regret it, but I decided to not collect the kind of sequel trilogy figures, so I needed to free up space. So it was kind of everything needed to go. It didn't make sense to just have one of these guys. Also, I really liked the heavy blade, but the double blade was my favorite of the two. And I wasn't going to be able to, I could not find the heavy. I got very lucky getting this guy for a decent price, but it was contingent on being able to get a double blade.
It's just crazy how resale value this thing is going for. Like, they're the highest of resales
of the sequel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's
because they were the only ones that weren't actually like completely useless. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Now for posability, these guys sucked almost as bad as like the First Order troopers. They were maybe slightly more posable, but because of all the, plastic on their arms and everything, you couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have let like what pose he's in now. I wouldn't have left mine in that pose for very long, or would have probably been a pain to get it up into that. They were very good, like,
just that.
I don't know if I would have done it like that. I mean, they were good for static poses, like if you had the Imperial Red Guardsmen with the Emperor. They to me are really cool. I like that they came with alternate helmet sculpt, alternate helmets as well, each one of them. And if I could, honestly, I'd probably still have them if I was able to get a double blade. If I had been able to track one down before I decided that I just was not going to stick, because also there were no more sequel trilogy figures coming, so the line was kind of dead. That can play a part too, where you may not want to expand it forever, but you might want to know that there's the possibility. There's a bunch of originally trilogy figures. It's not hard to think we'll get different original trilogy at some part. So even if you have one for years, you might get a compliment to it at some point, where this you can at least for the next 20 years, we're not going to see that till there's an anniversary.
Yeah.
But that's also why they're number 4 on my list. Is like, I regret, this is one I was sold and I do regret selling it, but I had reasons why doing it. But that doesn't mean I was like, yay, I'm getting rid of this, what I think is a piece
They
of
do
garbage.
look nice though, not gonna lie. Like, if I was collecting at the time and these were still available, because I from what I remember,
205.
From what I remember, the only Royal Guards that were available to this nature was the Royal Guards from Return of Jedi. That's it.
Yep.
Those were the only ones. And 205, I think about the same price. I think either 160 or 205. I can't remember.
The Royal Guards?
The Royal Guards, how much were they?
I think 180.
180, there you go. Yeah, I knew it was something. Like that. Yeah, I picked those up. Right. Well, I did pick them up near the tail end of their wait listed, but they were up there for years, man. But I had to get them because I was getting Palpatine Deluxe chairs, so I had to.
Yeah, you can't get one guard if you're getting one. If you're getting guards, you need 2, not 1.
Yeah, I got FOMO'd by the community when I asked to get 1 guard or 2 guards. They're like, get 2 guards. You out of your damn mind. You're getting the Palpatine Deluxe chair, right? Get 2 of them. Yeah, your damn mind. Yeah, people were just hammering me like, no, get 2.
Yeah, that's the same problem. These guys, you needed. I mean, you could, if you weren't able to find one, if you got 2 of the heavy blade, you could still like have gotten 2 of the same one. Could you change out the weapons and the helmet, so they could be 2 different, 2 different guys. So see, like if they have the 2 different ones that can go with different weapons. So that's what's nice. If you are having issues tracking down one or the other, you can get 2 of the same one, but give them different look and have different weapons.
Well, it definitely almost looks like a ninja or a samurai inspired armor.
Yeah. Oh,
especially with the way that the armor folds in on itself, the plates and the shoulders.
Yeah, this looks like when you know those the Bushido blade. I think it's Bushido. Where they're practicing with the wooden sticks. They have like the face plates and all that stuff. It looks like that inspired.
The Kendo.
Kendo. Yep. That's what I was thinking about. Not Bushido. I was thinking of the video game Bushido blade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, way back on Square.
Yeah.
We're Square Enix before it was Square Enix.
Yeah, exactly.
But the thing is, the way you're explaining things about this figure, Lane, explains entirely The Last Jedi. It looks nice, but you can't pose it to
and it doesn't have a good story built around it.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though, man. They literally just happened. In order to keep Rey alive, they had to CGI the blades out of the hands of a particular Praetorian guard that had the EndGame moment right there to take out Rey from existence, but they had to literally CGI the blade out of his hands because oh crap, he could stab the hell out of her in the stomach. No, get the blade out. I'm like,
it's one of the worst choreographed stunts.
Mm-hmm.
That it was in the final movie
standing
too,
around
hilarious.
waiting to hit Rey. The guys in the background just like doo-doo-doo. So let me know when it's my turn.
I can't wait to rewatch this.
Sorry, but they got the Boba Fett effect though. Just stand there and look cool, guys. That's just what you need to do. Like the Crimson Guardsmen, just stand there and look cool.
Yep. So Lane, what is your
number 3?
Number 3.
This one is going to be opening me up for jokes. I have a feeling. Suicide Squad Harley Quinn. As recent events have shown, I love Margot Robbie Harley Quinn. This figure is still the best one as far as I'm concerned. Just the look, style. I love, even though I do think that the smile comes off almost a little exaggerated, unlike Ant-Man and his mutant face. This one actually works reasonably well. It's still down. Like, I still wouldn't say 100% that the joints, like the knee joints, still show, but her having the full shirt and stuff, as I explained, like why the Birds of Prey one at the end of the day, my really like for the character and wanting just a Margot Robbie something Harley Quinn. I wasn't able to overcome it. This one at least covers most of the joints with the clothes and the outfit. I've been punching myself in the face for almost a year now because I didn't just throw $400 or $500 or whatever I had to do to pre-order the JND statue of her and have fingers crossed that I would have enough money for it when it finally got released and not send me into the poorhouse. But I do really. The problem is too, this I think is still the best one of her, even though it's about 4 or 5 years old almost now. But I do think it looks great. I think it is
still the best one. I mean, I don't like the other Harley Quinns that came out so far. Not because of the movie. It's just that they look fine. I like the head sculpts, but their attire does not fit for me as
nails her. This nails her facial look. I think the best. Even maybe in comparison, at least from the prototype for the J&D statue, I think this one might nail it slightly more. But the hair, you can manipulate the hair a little bit with it. The articulation is reasonably good for the figure because it's fabric and stuff. So you can do kind of crazy poses. The only thing I could see myself maybe switching out is if I got my hands on the Prisoner Harley Quinn head sculpt, because I actually kind of like that head sculpt maybe just a little bit more. Could switch it out onto the body. But, it's a cool figure. A lot of really cool bonus weapons and extras with it. I think it's still the best total package for Harley.
Yeah, still good piece. I think if you do have the Deathshot, Will Smith's Deathshot, this would be a nice piece to, it make you go back and pick it up. Like, you know what? Let me get an accessory piece for Deadshot, or you already have the Harley Quinn. You want, you know what? I want to go back and get Deadshot.
I actually saw someone who had the Harley Quinn 6-scale figure and actually put it with what was it? It was one of the Arthur Fleck Jokers. Like, it was a statue or something of him. Put her with him, and I was like, you know what? Him all done up, and I was like, actually, that looks kind of cool. But the Arthur Fleck one.
You're right. Now that I think about it, it looks cool.
Wow, $249. Wow,
yeah. And that was
this?
2017.
Wow, so we were hitting those numbers.
The jacket, it's got a. You know, if you look at the accessories too, it has about the same number of accessories as like came with the Birds of Prey one, I think. Yeah, no, like I said, I think it's the best Harley. It's number 3 on my list because this is a figure it's like $400 to $500, and it's really hard for me to spend that much on a hot toy in secondary. But I've nearly done it like half dozen times because I want to get it.
I'm sure. I mean, so like when this came out, I wasn't a fan of that face because it was like the Peacemaker effect that had on me when I first saw it. apparently Hot Toys loves DC to make wacky faces. Yeah. But I do like the classic costume that they had her appear in, like Daddy's Little Monster and all that. And I think your idea of getting the prison suit of her and putting it and switching out the head would make this the perfect Harley Quinn. Yeah, no,
it's good.
No, all I was gonna say is like this still I think Euler said it too. Is like the one Harley Quinn they never made was the one from the new Suicide Squad and the battle armor, like the battle suit that she has.
Yeah, the red and black one.
Every other one
on the beach. Yeah.
Yeah, they've given us every other Harley Quinn except the one that in my personal opinion, was the coolest looking one.
The one that matters.
The one that's closest to looking kind of like her Harley Quinn actual outfit and stuff. Obviously, it's not quite exactly the same thing, but the close. But anyway, so that's number 3 on my list.
All right. What is your number 2, sir?
This one. Now, this one's a little bit more recent, but it's the Obi-Wan DLX from Revenge of the Sith.
Ooh.
And it's not because of Mutant Baby Luke. That's one thing that if that got accidentally not released with it, I'd be okay. But I love this Jedi robes look and everything to Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, I know he's going to have something similar to, probably his look in the Obi-Wan show. Now, obviously, this head sculpt we're seeing right here from the prototyping looks better than the final. The final actually looked. So, I expect the Obi-Wan show, where he's going to look a little bit older, but not like super, super older than this, to have a much better head sculpt. But this is, it's the movie. It's the last original movie appearance of Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ewan McGregor appearance. I love the holographic. I think that's really cool.
This is the biggest selling point for this figure, man. It's just display based. Like, I know you might be able to get the regular edition for a lot cheaper, but this is the Grail piece here.
They're both expensive, man. They're both
really
wow. The regular and the deluxe are both pushing. I think the regular is like $450, $500.
Wow.
And this one's going up to $600. I mean, it all depends. I saw someone sell the deluxe the other day on an FB for $400, and I just didn't respond to it. I was like, no, I can't spend money on that. I got too much other newer stuff coming. That that's the issue. But I just love the look, his robe look and everything in Revenge of the Sith. If I did not have Darkseid Anakin, he probably would have been like maybe number 5 or anything. But now I have the perfect thing that I could put it with.
Yeah.
So sometimes it depends what you have in your collection at a given time. That can affect it. Because I can pretty much probably say like it's a 97 to 98% possibility. Whatever Obi-Wan Kenobi comes for the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, I'm probably going to be buying it. But it's kind of the halfway point between this and Alex Guinness Obi-Wan that we see in A New Hope. But anyway, that's kind of my major thoughts with this figure. and we've seen there's a lot of real good posability with it too, as well. And I think you can put him with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, this would have been definitely one of my regrets if I had said no to picking this up, because like I said, I was hunting for GRAILS. I was hunting for PT and OT figures when I started collecting Hot Toys, more so than Marvel. But here's the thing: Marvel is what got me into collecting Hot Toys.
Yeah,
but I was dead on trying to get my Star Wars fix done before I moved over to Marvel figures again. And my first year of Hot Toys, I was just hunting these Star Wars figures. And again, thank the maker, Sideshow had most, if not all, of the PT and OT figures freaking on sale. Like literally on sale. Free shipping, 10% off. They were trying to give this away.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's crazy. And now everybody's trying to hunt it down.
You could have never had any idea this guy was going to be, $450, $500, $600. I mean, this wasn't always necessarily, think back, the Obi-Wan you think of necessarily. If you had told me, I would have said maybe Old Man, Alex Guinness Obi-Wan would have been, but this guy's been costing more than even him sometimes. And I think the other one is the Alex Guinness Obi-Wan, I think is the more iconic Obi-Wan. But, given now that we've had 20, 30 years, I think they're now kind of almost equal in their portrayal of Obi-Wan Kenobi. And also we've had more recent stuff like Clone Wars where we kind of got to see this version of him more, But anyway, I think he's a great figure, but I know we're also starting to push time here a little bit. So
yeah. Stacy, Nate, you don't get any regrets. You get everything, you hoarder. Don't put that evil upon me. Bring it, Bobby. Don't you put that evil upon me. All right.
But why have the floor too?
You're
the victim. I'm just gonna my hashtag earlier. Everybody in chat, remember hashtag Nate needs Pennywise.
No,
everyone just ship them one. Everyone that's viewing now.
Go fund me Nate Pennywise figure. Everybody contribute.
I mean, when we get the Pennywise, we're giving away. It ain't even going to Nate's house. It's not even going to Nate's house.
I'm on the wait list for this still too.
Oh, are you?
That's never gonna convert.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
I've been on it. Hey, you know what? I was banging my head because on Thursday I just missed Return of the Jedi quarter scale Darth Vader pop back up.
Oh boy!
Out of the blue, and I just missed. No, it's because my links thing for whenever I click on it always goes to Sideshow seconds for some reason. I need to clear the cookies out, and it sent me saying, "Hey, it's not available." I'm like, "Why are you sending me the seconds? Take me to the main page, stupid thing!" And someone closed it out right before I could get to it. Okay. Anyway, so getting back on track here. So my number one is one that's already been discussed, but this is the one. Animated Boba Fett.
Yeah, man, animated Boba Fett is moving up everybody's list.
Yeah, I've had 3 opportunities to get this guy. Now, not for retail, obviously, but even as soon as I think maybe in February of January of 2021, someone offered me him $400, and I didn't take him. I just couldn't say yes, which I know is still a lot, but for what he's doing now, he can. I mean, you're not going to spend less than $500 on him now. I don't know why this one, because honestly, I would normally say his gun. I think it looks stupid when it's orange, but I just, for whatever
the reason why this went up, right? Because of Mandalorian.
Yeah.
This thing went up in price because of Mandalorian, because of that same rifle. And then everyone was like, wait a minute, where's that rifle's from? The animated Boba Fett.
Yeah.
And that's when everything started rising up. You could still get animated Boba Fett for about $350. But when Mandalorian started impressing us with that damn rifle of his, everybody was like, time to hunt down the animated.
Yeah.
First appearance. Jawas just disintegrating them. That was my favorite.
Well, and the thing is too, they've even mentioned this figure. They in the Book of Boba Fett, they specifically mentioned referenced the Christmas special, which was in essence this figure. When he talked about when Danny Trejo was talking about riding Rancors with them, and Boba's like, "Oh, I've written Beast 5 times this size." That was a reference to the Christmas special.
That's pretty awesome. And that is, so this pretty much makes it kind of canon. Maybe he took it and he bleached his dad's armor and was like, "Hey, this is for a quick second. This is what it's going to look like."
Well, to me, this guy was always the Skittles Boba Fett. But that's what I've always called him.
Skittles Boba Fett. Oh my god!
I'm going to look forward to this one from now on.
So there's a double trademark crossing infringement or something there. But I don't know. For some reason, this figure with the yellow and the blue, light blue, just aesthetically, I really like this. Where if I had seen him look like this in the movies, I would have said he looked stupid. but in the figure format, I really think that like it has a cool feel. Would I say, for as expensive, even would I say get this over, getting the Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary version of him necessarily? I would probably say, well, you want to get what he looks like in the movies, right? Well then that would be the one you would want to aim for. But there's just something, this Hot Toy figure, there's just something about the look to it and stuff because it's unique. And it's something like maybe because, like you said, it's kind of just it's stand by itself kind of offshoot thing. I think that also is what has helped it to kind of get more expensive. You're not going to have to work. Even if they reissue it, you're not going to see this look like show up in Book of Boba Fett, unless it's like played for a joke or something where you saw an armor hat being presented to him because of Jawa painted it to him in season 2 of Book of Boba Fett. Here, how does this look? He's going to look at it and go, no. Or the yellow armor or something, or he's going to go, no. But anyway. Well,
and Lane, if they ever do like an Easter special, this is definitely the armor they'll bust out.
Yeah. Do you now, anybody in the chat, or one of you guys know from who's been doing it for a while, or Denobi, was that like exclusive special or something, that one, or did it just come out like it was a regular announcement?
It's a toy fair.
Yeah.
Was it a toy fair exclusive?
Yeah.
Because that's what I look at it and feels like to it. But that makes, you know what though? I understand too. It's what makes me excited for seeing what the toy fair announcements are this year, because you get something like that, or we had the armorized, Deadpool, which is basically just a War Machine repaint. Yeah. But like that's a cool sort of thing. It's not something 90% of people are going to buy necessarily, but that could be something really cool just to have standing even by itself. Or if you have a Toy Fair exclusive, like shelf or Majin case, which is just for all kinds of the weird offshoots or whatever they do. There doesn't have to be a whole lot of rhyme or reason. They just go together because they're so different for their own self. But anyway, that was my top 5. Animated Boba Fett. That is the one figure I would trade my Dark Side Anakin for. No. Yes, animated Boba Fett. Bad take. Animated Boba Fett is my favorite Hot Toy looking figure. I can't explain why. That is the only. Sacrificing the king. I would have to think about it before I would do it. But that is the one figure trading wise I would consider for Dark Side.
You're trading pretty much Howard Chan's.
I could get the Clone Wars Anakin. There's an alternative. That's why I'd be willing to do it.
That's crazy. Wow.
Those are two of the Grail of Grail figures that are.
I love the animated Boba Fett, but I would never in 100 damn years trade my Anakin dark side. I can see people trying to
need an intervention.
Light side Anakin. I can see people trying to trade a light side Anakin, but not the dark side. No.
Lane, this is your intervention.
Trying to, not dark side Anakin. You gotta go damn mind. But to be fair, you can trade your dark side Anakin for an anime Boba because they're pretty much about the same price of GRAILS.
Yeah, that's what I mean more. Yeah, I'm not saying I would. I'm not saying I would, but I would like. That's the one figure that I would consider possibly if it was trading it for something else.
Yeah, maybe you get bored one day. But Cigars Bacon. Let's move on to your top 5.
All right. Well, seeing how I didn't start collecting Hot Toys till 2019 because I was collecting statues and everything else at the time, most of mine are going to be except for my number 5 is limited edition 3-0 Berserk. Armor.
Oh,
Was that the
now
one
give
from
me a
last
second. I'm trying to
summer?
find
I know
this
P-Rock's
list.
got
There we go.
Where he's all bloodied.
Oh, that last year's summer, the special.
And the only reason why I
had-
put it at number 5 is because I have the regular Berserker armor one from 3-0. It's just I literally had it in my cart to get the limited edition one. I had to wait a couple days to get paid to go ahead and pull the trigger. And the day I went to go pull the trigger, it completely sold out. So
Yep.
that's
Yeah.
why-
No. I woke up one morning. I saw it on the site. I was like, I'll pre-order this when I wake up again. I woke up again. Freaking sold out. I was
Gone.
like, what? What?
Yep.
Who do this? Who would do this to me? I was like, I just woke up. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll pre-order it once I wake up again after my nap. I wake up, never again for me. That's the worst nap I took in the history of ever.
Yep. And the only reason why it's my number 5 is because I do have the regular version of the Berserker armor. I just wish that I could have pulled the trigger and gotten this one, because now when you look at the resale, not that I would have sold it, but in order to try and acquire it, it goes for 900 plus.
Whoa. P-Rock.
I can't watch this.
See, P-Rock, you feel my pain. You feel my pain.
Yeah, well, this is you know what? This would, if you had gotten that would have made a nice alternative to, rather than having to spend like 2,500 on a Prime 1 statue.
Good God.
You get a
Like
good
Swordsman Prime 1, but I really wanted this figure, and it wasn't that I slept on it. It was literally I just needed like 2 days to get my paycheck in, and I would have pulled the trigger, but it just
Dude,
went
I was
that
ready.
fast.
I was ready, but I took a nap. I took a freaking nap. I'm the victim here. I took a nap. I took a nap. The worst nap, bro. The worst nap, man.
Sounds like more of a nightmare.
It was a nightmare.
You're a victim of your own sleep patterns.
Damn. I love third shift, but then sometimes where it just messes you up big time sleep habit wise, you're like, I can't even pull the trigger on the add to cart because I'm too damn tired.
Just
Excuses.
Seeing things, who knows?
Man, here we are. We're making everybody sad. We're having to relive past Hot Toys and 6 scale trauma.
It was good until I walked into this.
This is guys. This is doubling as was unsaid. A therapy session also for your past 6 scale doubts and desires that you missed out on.
I still wake up some nights in a cold sweat thinking about this figure.
You know, the thing is, I actually had this on my cart. The exclusive.
I did too, and I didn't.
And I'm like, I don't even know this character, so yeah.
But aesthetically, you wanted to pick this up aesthetically.
I mean, it looked cool. I mean, the exclusive one that sold out, like in 2 hours. I mean, the whole head was kind of cool, and then I'm like, but I was like, I could spend my money on stuff I know. But now, and what I know so quick, I'm kind of wishing I did buy it just to flip it.
So Oilers is like free market victims. We're all victims from a certain point of view.
We're the victims here.
Wait, why are you, Bert? Nate, why are you yelling? Why are you yelling?
Because he's the victim.
Bert, why are you yelling? Anyway, yes, I am victim. Anyway, so no, I am not the victim. I'm just victim. So Cigars Bacon, what is your number 4?
3-0 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Out of the Shadows line. Just the turtle.
So this is the Michael Bay stuff?
Yeah, the Michael Bay stuff.
Because
at the time, I wasn't really collecting 6 scale figures. And then when I did jump into it, I happened to scroll upon this. And I really wanted them ever since. But every time I check, reseller market for it to try and acquire them, I mean, these things go for anywhere from $400 to $600 a pop to get for each figure.
Wow.
Seeing Lou has it and seeing him pose it and seeing like what they really look like, every time I'm kicking myself in the ass thinking, man, I really wish I would have got into 6 scales sooner, and I really wish I would have been able to pick these guys up.
Wow, they look amazing though. I agree. And the only regret I have is that I didn't start collecting sooner. And I do agree with you. Like if I was collecting sooner, I probably would have picked these up because aesthetically they look nice and they look cool. And for the price, oh my god, the price $230. That's for each one, right? I think Donatello is the more expensive one because of all the gear, but $230. That's a steal for this. And how big is this thing? 12.8? Yeah, that's 13 inches tall, bruh. That's ridiculous.
That's
For
big.
$230.
Well, and they're beefy too. They're not
Yeah,
just tall; they're
beefy.
beefy.
Yeah. There's a lot of detail in them. I mean, like even in the pictures, you can see it through the shots. But like when Lou brings them up for close shots and things like that, you really see the detail in them. I'm just like, damn, I wish I would have been able to grab these.
Yeah. Next time Lou's on, we'll show the guys. But every time he puts it on, it is super impressive. Like I didn't like the movie was not, and so like this kind of flew past me. Like Turtles Out of the Shadow, skip.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I like Out of the Shadows better than the first one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It just hurts me a bit because like I wasn't collecting back then. And then again, like I've always said, the only reason why I have this line of Hot Toys, because most of these, they're retail. Almost all these Star Wars figures I have are retail, thanks to sequel trilogy destroying Star Wars during that time. Because none of these were selling. Not even the OTs, none of the PTs. Bruh. I got very lucky collecting because I didn't even get into Star Wars figures because of Star Wars.
Yeah,
It was because of Marvel. EndGame got me collecting Hot Toys 2019. It was EndGame, not Star Wars stuff. It was EndGame. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But this would be if they ever did a reissue, they come home. They're coming home.
Oh yeah. If they ever decide to reissue this line, then I'm definitely not going to hesitate. Grab it. All 4 of them.
Yeah,
they're nice looking.
Man. But all right, Cigars Bacon, you're number 3.
Continuing with 3-0 Bebop and Rocksteady.
Whoa.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Turtle line because I missed out, but when you look at the photos of Bebop and Rocksteady, I mean, they are highly detailed figures. I mean, they look like they came straight out of that movie.
Wow.
And it was like one of the only times that anybody's ever made a 6-scale version of Bebop and Rocksteady. Wasn't from the cartoon or whatnot. It was the actual movie. And I thought the characters, even in the movie, did a really good job of keeping up with how they acted like in the cartoons. And then now, if you want to try and get these guys, they're pushing 600 plus each.
Jesus.
Ouch.
And it's very rare that I've only seen it on eBay one time for these 2 figures, and you had to get both of them, and it was like $12.99 plus $100 in shipping plus eBay tax.
Dude, I remember, like, I didn't even know one of the figures that popped up for like Last Chance with Sideshow was one of the Bebop and Rocksteady figures. I thought it was a statue. I've read it wrong. That was a 3-0 figure that popped up for Last Chance. And I was like, oh my god! And it was like some box issue. It was retail, lower than retail too. I'm like, man, if I had known, I would have just helped out Lou. Lou came in last minute.
We were on stream, weren't we? Doing that?
What's up? Yeah, we were all here, and Lou came in at the end cap of that stream. I'm like, hey guys, what are you talking about? Oh, we're talking about this Rocksteady and Bebop. I'm like, wait, what do you mean?
Oh yeah, I remember.
It was a figure. It was a figure. It didn't occur to me that it was a figure. I thought it was a statue or something. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. That was like when they had the Durasteel Mando on there. They had a ton of stuff on the second Sideshow second. I don't think anyone knew about
80 for this. It's crazy. And then Bebop was, Bebop was 260. So 280 and 260 for these.
Good God.
Yeah.
Just really big regret because I really dig the 3-0 line for the whole TMNT series.
Let me see. Blackbird Tech, all those fears behind you, Nate. You're no victim. Hey, 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 hey,
Hey,
tell that to my wallet. All right, tell that to my damn wallet.
tell
It's the
them
victim.
tell all the hours of OT.
Yeah, oh yeah, my body. Yep. OT for the HT. My body's been through it just to get these bad boys.
Nate, you got to be like moving your shoulder and stuff there a little bit, and just kind of like stretching it. There you go. Yeah, see, there you go. There you go.
The cracks just it's just there it goes.
Guys, hey, see, we do so much for you here, whether unboxing or showing you guys stuff for all these figures, because all that effort and work having to take them out of the shippers, package them up, pull open the boxes, stretches those arms and shoulders and all that stuff. It's a lot of hard work.
Don't forget about the fingers, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh yeah, I know. We're gonna get box opening like what do you call it? Is itis and stuff in our fingers, where we're gonna have all kinds of problems.
Rheumatoid arthritis.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, cigars. What is your number 2?
My number 2 is Hot Toys Tactical Suit Batman.
Ooh, man, the tactical, bruh. Yo, I remember this figure. You could even sell this for $150 on eBay, bruh. Yo, people were giving this away, bruh. The exclusive edition. Oh man,
You mean Night Owl?
Yeah, I was about to say, Don.
Yeah.
Like when people first saw this, like the trailers, are like, why is Night Owl in this movie? It's exactly the same outfit that he had.
Right company, wrong franchise.
Yeah. Same directors, same producers, everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why did he have that? It was
So
such
cigars. Tell us what happened, man. Tell us your story.
Like I said, I wasn't collecting 6-scale figures at the time, but when I did jump into the game, I really wanted to start collecting Batman figures. And I actually had a shot during the lockdown when people were starting to sell their figures. And this was actually on eBay. You could get it for like $300, brand new in box. And for some reason, I think it was the goggles. They really threw me off. I was like, I don't like that look. I don't want it. I'll go get something else. Which I ended up doing. I started getting other figures, and I completely slipped my mind. And then a couple months went by, and I remembered that this was on my list. And by the time I went back to look for it, it had shot up in price to what it is now, where it sells for like $490 plus. It's one of those things where I regret, like, I should have remembered. I should have got it right then and there when it was at that price. But at the time, I was thinking, that's $300, all right. I'm pretty sure it'll go lower because people are going to start to get desperate, want to discount prices because they need the money. No, well, they might have, but like I said, it slipped my mind because at the time I was hunting other figures, and by the time I had remembered to come back to it, it had shot back up in price. So to this day, I still kick myself in the butt, and I'm hoping that, I can find it for, under 500.
Yeah, man. This was a wild figure back then. Like I stick with my Justice League stuff. Like I made sure this was literally my last 2 was Aquaman and Batman Tactical, and that was during the time where it sold out and it was starting to rise up in price. When the figures sell out, they get that initial boost in resale, and then they go right back down to $200. But then when the Snyder Cut came out, that was all uphill from here. Everything started going up. So I was able to get my Justice League collected. The only ones I missed out on is Flash, thank God. And then I did not get Flash because Ezra Miller, man, he's ruining that figure to damn hell. And then Wonder Woman. I said no to Wonder Woman because I'm still trying to. I want to get the Golden Armor Wonder Woman and possibly that regular edition version that comes with the new WWE 84 because I really don't want to be in a situation where I have to get a broken, deteriorating figure that having issue with the old body. I'm like, I don't want to deal with the body thing, so I'll just wait till get a new, and then it'll last longer in my collection.
Yep. So my number 1 is Hot Toys Yondu.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Yondu.
You can track him down
Came in the game.
cigars and bacon, easy enough.
That's what I was saying. I came in the game late for it and been searching for it since day one. But you know, the prices for Yondu are crazy. When I first wanted to get the figure, you know, it was obviously on the reseller market. It was about $550, and I was like, man, that's just too much, too rich for my blood. But now, whenever I go looking for this figure on the reseller market, it is $600, $700, up to $1,000 to get Yondu. And to me, it's just that is my number one. I mean, that head sculpt is perfection.
Yeah, I agree. This out of the head sculpts that have come out, this one rivals that of Darkseid Anakin. This one rivals that of Darkseid Anakin, and it does in price as well. I'm like, I got lucky when I started collecting. I also started hunting down grails too in the very beginning, and I got most if not all my grails retail price because I'm very what's the word for persistent in the prices I want to get. And when it came to Yondu, I got him for $350 regular edition, just a $350, and that's all I needed. I don't need a jetpack, I don't need a cage, whatever. I just needed Yondu, and I got him for $350. And that was a time where it was actually selling for $500.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I keep telling people the best time to hunt for grails for like real good price, get them during the Christmas season because people are trying to sell those figures out to pay off a Christmas present or pay off a ticket to the Bahamas, something. You know, they're trying to make good in their damn vacations or future vacations from during their December and holiday seasons.
So that's some good advice there.
Yeah,
this is my number one regret.
Number one regret.
And
Damn.
you'll never get another reissue ever.
Nope, ever.
Hey, it could be worse. Cigar, it could have been worse. You could have been like super hot for like the Hot Toys like Battlefront Snowtrooper 2-pack or something like that. That goes for $1,500.
Ooh,
Oh my god! Oh my god!
But all right, guys. So an hour and 52. Everything's been doing pretty well with our thoughts and everything. So my final 5 before we end the stream. Let's get into it because let me see. So around 8:20, that's when we start like trying to wrap things up real quick, or so hopefully we'll probably be able to end this by around 8:10. So let's see how things progress because we made some good time with everybody's thoughts and their top 5. Originally, I wanted to do top 3, but we ended up being top 5. So wow, great job, guys, great job. But all right, so let me set myself up real quick. Let me see, put this down here, and then where's my list? Because I had a whole bunch of windows. Oh, there it is. Oh boy. All right.
A whole bunch of Mace Windows.
Mace Windows. You out of your damn mind.
Mace Pancake.
Okay. All right. So this is perfect. All right. So let me put that there. All right. First one's up for bat, and that is, of course, the Boba Fett animated. He's my number 5. You guys heard the stories, heard I'm the victim. This figure I could have picked up for retail price for a very long time. $235 right there. I don't think this was free shipping. I don't remember it being free shipping at one point. But this, however, I could have picked up a $235. But because I went with the deluxe version, because I was very attracted to all the accessories for the Boba Fett Deluxe Edition, and I was like, you know what? Let me go for this Boba Fett because the ESB Boba Fett because it has more accessories, and I don't need to get the animated version. So I was wrong because Hot Toys decided, hey, you know what? 40th anniversary reissue for the deluxe ESB Boba Fett. I'm here like, damn it, Hot Toys. How could you do this to me? I sacrificed the freaking queen. Okay, I sacrificed my best piece. Actually, my knight. My knight is my best piece. Personally, for me, when it comes to chess, the knight is my best piece. I love the knights. Yeah, I sacrificed the knight, bro. Yeah, so and I didn't need to do that.
There was after seeing that, bruh coming out. When he saw that.
Yep. So, give me 1 second, guys. Loco Lu, because
Wait, no, we got Spider-Man here.
Spider-Man.
Thwip.
Mhm.
A thwip.
So
Thwip.
hey, so Loco Lu, if we have time, we'll hit up on your top 5, but because we're ending the end cap of the stream, I'm gonna have to go through my stuff to end things up. So all right, so the animated Boba Fett. All right, so the reason why I put this in my top 5 at number 5 is because I might not be able to go back and hunt this down because I got so many other figures I'm working on and future figures. Now, if Hot Toys did come out and want to drop this as a exclusive pre-order again, then maybe I would throw an NRD and call it a day. But going back and try to hunt down a decent price for this, I'll probably be able to find one, but as of right now, I don't have time to go back for this figure. It's gonna be a figure that I'm gonna have to say no to in the long run, as far as regrets. I still regret, but it's not a figure I won't be able to go back to. So because I got so many other figures coming out, there's so many Boba Fett's coming out. Going for this one, it's gonna be a big surprise if I do end up finding this and putting it in my collection. So it'll be a wild. But yeah, we already shared our thoughts with the animated Boba Fett. But let's move on though to another figure that I was very, very in regret mode for, and it is the Neo.
Oh my god, dude!
From the Matrix, bro.
God, dang, dude. He's a big regrets, dude.
Neo, guys. I sat around with this thing, and I could have just got. This was another animated Boba Fett, but this was worse. This one was worse because he lasted a lot longer than animated. Like at the time, this is what happened: John Wick or Neo. That's what it was a similar situation with animated Boba Fett. John Wick or Neo, animated Boba Fett or ESB Boba Fett. I was in that freaking mindset when it came with Neo, and I wish I had gotten both. Never again. I sacrificed Neo for John Wick, and even though I love my John Wick, I love the accessories come with, I love the head sculpt, but Neo though, and I was hoping one day that Hot Toys will probably re-deliver another one or do a reissue 2.0 with the upcoming movie. That movie failed, and it really didn't show Neo going back to this form. So I was like, spoiler alert. Okay, you don't need to even see that movie. Okay, it was trash. Damn.
All these re-sequels, man. It's been all disappointments.
Well, you may have another shot, maybe not this one, but supposedly Queen may be eventually doing Neo. Maybe it's the Resurrection version.
It is
a Resurrection version, though.
Yeah, but you might have a chance at a Neo here eventually.
Yeah, a chance at a Neo, but this is the Neo I wanted because this is the Neo, before he became the one. This is kind of like what V was with his classic Captain America for his rescue cap. This is before he becomes, the one.
This is Neo. The one that Queens is doing is Mr. Anderson in my book. New Resurrections, that was not Neo.
Yeah.
Man, I was in the same boat, man, because I saw him and John Matrix available at the same time, similar time frame there, and I'm like, yeah, he's gonna fit, right? I mean, even though he's like, Matrix, they'll probably do the whole line, so we'll probably get Reloaded or Revolutions Neo, and they're like, no, this is a one and done, baby. We're out, we're gone.
And didn't they prototype Mr. Smith too?
Agent Smith, yeah.
Agent Smith, yeah. Yep. Agent Smith was prototyped as well. That's crazy. So that's another thing, though. I think another reason why I didn't pick this up was because there was no accessory figures. I was big on accessory pieces to go with my figures as well. But then now I'm looking at my collection. I mean, like every freaking piece of my collection is an accessory piece to somebody. So this would have
3/4 of them you don't use.
3/4 I don't use.
I got lucky. Battlegrounds in Dalton had this. So when I went up there to do the first time I went up there to do a trade, I was able to snag this from them.
Damn.
Son of a gun, my friend.
Damn, man. It was a piece that I did miss out on, and it's okay though. It's okay. We got newer John Wicks, and then we got the Rockstar from Johnny Silverhand. So I can wet my whistle with those figures. With Neo, however, it is going to be a grail. I'm going to be missed out on. I'm going to be missed. It's a regret. And if I do see this for a decent price on the road of collecting, I will definitely go back to this one. I could see this one going down back, but with Boba Fett, anime Boba Fett, that thing is going to be a lot tougher to find for decent price. This one I could see finding a decent price along the way.
I just tell you, just start saving up and get that life-size Neo statue that Queen's gonna do.
No, again with these damn statues, Lane. Nobody wants these statues.
I want the life-size statue.
Hey! I like statues, but I don't want no life-size statue.
Hey, but exactly, these statues, these one-to-ones. No,
The price
sorry.
tag that they want for them.
Yeah, basically.
All right, I don't got room for that stuff. Hey,
Well,
going into with the lights off and thinking there's someone in the room. There's someone there.
That, life-size Mark 7 from Queens. That thing is $10,000.
Jesus, imagine that thing lights up eyes.
I just always say, don't go for the collectible. Like, I don't know, that 1v1 half-size life-size bust of Sauron. Don't buy something that can fall over and squish you.
Tap. But all right. Let's move on, because I want to try and fit Loco Lu's at least top three.
If you can.
I want to hurry up and breeze off through my stuff.
Don't breeze off. If there's room, there's room. If there's no room, no room.
So I got the Neo. All right. Here's my number 3 on the list. And this is one that really hits me hard, because I really tried to hunt these, but then I kept saying no. Like, this is now we're getting to the number 3 and 2 and 1. These are the ones that I had opportunity to pick up, and I still regret it to this day. And it is the Wolf Predator heavy weaponry. Yo, this thing right here, bruh. This thing right here sat with the Neo, sat with so it's in the animated Boba Fett. I had an opportunity to pick this up, and I had an opportunity to pick up the Wolf Predator heavy weaponry with the classic Predator, with a lot of accessories for $400. Both of them with diorama bases, extra accessories with the head sculpt, and I said no to it for $400. I said no. I was this close. I was literally right there about that drop, about that $400. I was talking to the guy, and he was being upfront with me why he was selling them for so cheap. It was $200 each for all the accessories. All the accessories, extra bases, extra head sculpts, and they were upgraded. They were like, he made some modifications of his own, $400.
What happened? Someone sweep in?
No, I said no. At the time, man, I was already all over the place with my figures collecting. At the time, like I had like 4 Remnant Troopers. I was like paying off. I had now the Remnant Troopers. They still sold out within like a couple months after it got released. So I still got my 4 Remnant Troopers. So I had a lot going for me right now at that point. And then that $400 was during the I guess the end cap of 2020 as well. So damn. And here's another thing about this. I don't think we're ever gonna see a Predator figure ever again from Hot Toys. Now I will definitely hop on in art purchases if they drop us an updated classic Predator of their own. Yo, that would be freaking perfect if in art Queen Studio goes in with the Predator line, because no one's doing them, nobody's working on them, and if Hot Toys does do one, that'll be a big surprise for us. That would be a very big surprise. I doubt Hot Toys will hop on the Predator line again. Now we'll see what happens with the new movie that's coming out, but it just depends how well that movie does. And I guess right now, look what happened to the Neo movie, the Neo figure that they were supposed to come out from Hot Toys. They teased it, and they were like, nah, not today. that movie didn't do so well. Hot Toys not going to do it, and they probably will. They probably will. But it won't be now. It'll probably be 3 or 4 years down the line till we actually see a release. It'll probably be another cable again. It's a figure that this is a figure I wish I had picked up, especially that 2 for $400. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Another movie. Oh God, no. Yep, there's another movie coming out
called Prey.
And it's called Prey.
So it's the guy who did 10 Cloverfield Lane. So if you like that movie, chances are you might like this one. But I love Shane Black. Like I loved everything he did. But the last one was
The Predator.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it was a studio fault or his fault. I don't know. It's like up in there still.
He said, "Give me a bunch of money and I'll reshoot the last 30 minutes and make it work."
Yeah. Like
right now, I'm hunting down the Wolf and the Classic for TD because he wants those 2 figures.
Oh yeah, why don't you cut off an arm and a leg? Why don't you?
It's gonna be his, doing good for the whole school year, getting all A's. So I'm gonna get him the 2 figures.
Ooh, okay, straight A student. There we go.
I mean, it's good to reward good deeds, right?
See, Big Dog Pop was like, Winter Soldier must be on Nate's list. No, it's not because I do have it. Wait, it is. It would be a regret.
On your list.
Yeah, it would be on a regret. It would be a regret. Well, it would be a regret if I picked it up for $400 like everybody was. I only picked it up for like $200, so it's not really a regret for me. The only regret I have is just the amount of 303 I need to put on that damn thing. But that's about it. That's the nature of the beast with pleathers. But all right, so let's move on to number 2 on the list. And the number 2, bruh. This pissed me off so much. Gladiator freaking Hulk for $355, right? I know this ain't people's favorite Hulk because the way he was portrayed in the film, but aesthetically, this thing is freaking beautiful, bruh. Yo, this is the last. Honestly, this is the last real Hulk that we got from the MCU.
Yep.
Now I don't know what's going to happen in the show, but this is the last real Hulk. And I regret it to this day because I was like, Hot Toys is going to do us a favor. They not even Marvel is going to do us a favor. They're going to do us right with the Hulk in the EndGame. No, they did not. No, they. You
got Sleepy Hulk, birth control glasses Hulk.
Come on, man! You saw the remember Infinity Wars? You saw the Hulk running with everybody in line. Like they bamboozled us. They're like, yeah, Hulk's definitely going to be in the whole thing of Infinity Wars, and he was just in the first part, and that was it. The first 2 minutes.
Now, the most I've seen this go for was like at one point I saw it for $500, and then I'm like, at that point, I don't have time to go pick this up, and I've gotten really close to picking up one for $450 at one point, but with the resale prices going higher on this Hulk, and I'm like, I ain't gonna go back to this. I won't be able to go back. I wish I can go back to pick this up. I wish I was able to just put in that NRD. That's all I had to do. Just NRD is bad boy for $355. Man, I think this was like free shipping at one point. At one point, it was free shipping or 10% off something. It sat with the Loki. It sat with the Loki.
It's because it was a lot, man. It was at $350. Not it was a lot back then. Yeah. Especially with everything coming out. It's one of those things where it's like when you have something that's like a high-end figure and you're like, and it wasn't performed well in the movie, you're like, all right.
I know, but the thing is, like at the time, I was like hunting Star Wars. That's all I was doing, and Sideshow had plenty of OT and PTs. So that's where I went my money in. I'm like, I'd rather get my OT and PTs before I get to Gladiator Hulk.
Yeah, this is my number 5 regret. All the Hulks that I could have gotten, and this is the one that I wanted, and that was my number 5. Passed up on it like 4 times.
You passed on it? Oh, bro.
Yeah, because it was by my job where the comic book shop's at. So I passed by it like 4 times within 1 week, and someone bought it.
Wow! For how much? And how much was it?
It was sticker price, but I have a store discount.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
that
it's only
hurt.
10%.
It's still.
Still,
Yeah,
10%. It's
But,
good, man.
but I wasn't into Hot Toys like that, and I was like, if I'm gonna get one, it's gonna be a big one. And instead, I got the Deadpool.
Wow.
Hey, you went for what you like, though. You can't
That's
go against
true.
that. You know what I mean?
No, but I like Hulk. It's just that budget. Because like
Ash with the $8 super sticker. I gotta see that super sticker real quick. What is it?
It's a good job, Fox. Thumbs up.
Oh, it's a good. Oh, okay, that's cute. Okay. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's that cute little thing. Yeah. Thank you, Ash.
we
But
got
yeah.
77 people still watching. Hit that like button.
Oh, that's right. Hit the like button. We do appreciate it, y'all.
Liking, McLiking.
So, if you know anyone that hasn't seen us, send a link.
Wow,
Yes,
55 likes. 55 likes. That's not bad. Look at that. Wow. That's not. Thank you all for hitting those likes.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, this will be always my regret. This will be, unless Hot Toys decide, and not Hot Toys, but Marvel decides they want to bring back the Hulk in his full-on glory of savagery, then Hot Toys makes it, then this won't be a regret. But this is the last Hulk we got as Hulk, though. That's the thing. This is the last time we got Hulk the way he is. You know what I mean?
Unless we get Scar. If we get Scar, ooh, bring it on.
Well, we gotta wait. We gotta wait to what MCU does, man. We gotta wait to what MCU does.
We'll see what She-Hulk maybe towards the end of this year or early next year what we get.
Maybe we'll get Savage She-Hulk.
Yeah.
But all right. Let's hurry up. I want to try to get Lou at least 3. 813. Okay, so my last one. I think some people know what my last one is, but I don't bring him as much because it hurts me every time I talk about it.
Pennywise.
The Iron Man Mark
7. Oh, 6?
Mark 6. The Mark 6.
Damn.
The Mark 6. Now, here's my story. So, this was pre-ordered around the same time I did pre-order my Darth Vader 1/6. But because I went back to Funkles, Darth Vader stayed as my last and only hot toy from 2016. When I pre-ordered 2016, I went back to Funkles. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, bruh. I was the victim here.
We would be asking that same question.
Why did I cancel this? Why did I cancel this beauty?
Because your mind was tainted with Funkos.
Those little plastic
pretty much.
poisoned your mind.
Yeah, like tribbles. You were getting poisoned.
Yeah. Damn, this piece was beautiful, man.
Yeah, one bug was in your head.
Don't get me wrong. Like, I have the Mark 7, but the Mark 6, though, this is a beauty. This is an absolute beauty. It appeared in Iron Man 2. It kicked ass in the Avengers. You know, held his own against Thor. You know, it was a good suit. It was a really beautiful suit. And I love the diorama base that comes with this damn suit, too. Man. Shoot.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, man. This is... I still have that canceled image to this day.
Damn.
It's still there to remind me, never again. Never again.
Wow.
Yeah, this still hits me hard, man. Right here, Funkles killed one of my grails. This was it.
When the reissue comes, you're gonna be so happy.
Oh man. When the reissue comes, man.
That's
when. It's just when.
You know what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen.
What's gonna happen?
Thanks, Odin. Did you know it?
Wait, you know what's gonna happen though? You know what's gonna happen?
What?
We get the Mark 6 reissue, but it's a quarter scale.
or it'll be a Mark 6 suit up. Mark 6
suit up. It'll be a suit up.
Yeah, Mark 6 suit up.
It's gonna be a suit up. You're like, no.
We're so close to.
You know how much I sacrificed. Aiden 01. I'd like to check out your streams. I don't even collect Hot Toys. Wow. Thank you for
Oh,
coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Odin.
That's what community is all
We
about. You
appreciate
don't even
it,
have
and
to
you're
collect the
saving us-
medium.
Yeah, see, we appreciate it and helping you save yourself a lot of money.
Oh, OG fan.
So Tinder Nate was Funko. Damn you, Funko Pops. Yep. Funko Pops killed the
Yeah.
Mark 6 Grail. Like I had it pre-ordered and it killed it. I remember doing that too, just canceling it. Why? I collect Funkos, and I had Darth Vader. That's fine.
Why I collect Funko?
I
I would have
I'd like-
smacked you outside the head if you said that to me. I collect
I didn't know what I was
Funko.
doing.
You
I
didn't
didn't know
have
what I
your
was doing.
you didn't have your Geekin Out squad to tell you otherwise.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, if you told me you were working for GameStop at the time, then I would have understood for how much they would have been paying you.
Thing is, I lived in GameStop. That's where I bought Funkos all day. I lived in
To
there.
be the place, man.
They knew me by name. They knew me by name, man. Yo, I was known as the collector back then. Yeah.
The collector's coming to town. You better watch
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, true. Even the store, the regional manager was like, "Who's this dude? Oh, he buys all these Funko Pops. He does. Okay, let me make him buy more pops." And like, yeah.
They didn't have to make you buy any pops. You were just like, "Are there any more?" I need.
He literally thought I worked there. As much as he popped in there, he thought I worked there at one point. I was like, "Wait, why is he?
Why you not doing nothing?
You
What
should have
are
been
Exactly.
for?
Exactly. The manager for the store had to tell his boss, no. He's a big spender for Funko Pops. Oh, I thought he just worked here.
Got him.
Well, unfortunately, I definitely knew guys who were the other Nates of my GameStop that I worked at for on and off for 10 years. Because there were some Funko Pop guys who have always been popping them like pills.
But all right, Lou, let's get on your 3. Oh,
Actually,
I gotta go.
yeah.
You gotta go.
Yeah, so thanks guys for having me on. I gotta go. So sorry, Lou, I can't stay for the rest. I gotta.
It's all right, man. I love you either way, man. You're my brother.
Yeah, same to you. And I'm gonna catch up later when I see when it gets uploaded to see what your top 3 are. So thanks everybody.
So B,
All right, later,
before we
brother.
go, which one would you buy if you had the money? No
If I had to
regret.
buy? Oh,
Just
John
one, just
Matrix.
one.
John Matrix.
John Matrix.
John
Okay.
Matrix. Yeah. So thanks everybody. See you later. Have a good one.
Later, brother.
Wow. Take it easy.
Peace.
All right, Loco Lu, you got the floor, man.
All right, so real quick, I'm gonna make it short and sweet. Number 5 was any of the Hulks from Avengers to Thor. Any of those 3. Those was my my number 5 regret. My number 4 regret is the Steel from Toys R 2.0. Because right now that thing's fetching like $700 with the shipping and handling included into it. That's ridiculous. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So that's why I missed out on the boat and it's gone. So that's garbage. Number 3 is my whatchamacalls it's it was Yoda. I had
Attack of
several
Clones Yoda
opportunities
or
to get
ESV?
Attack of the Clones Yoda. Because right now he's
Really?
pushing
Wow.
4+. He's pushing 4+.
Back when he was 193.
And he was 193. I could have got him on clearance too. So
Yeah, same.
and I missed out on it because it wasn't registering to me, because I'm like, oh, he's a small figure. Why is he so much? And now I'm into Mezcos and Hot Toys. And I'm like, I get it now because I was stuck in the Marvel Legends game and I was like, I don't know. I was about to quit collecting and then boom, I got hit with the big boom. So that's 3. Number 2, yep, that's number 3 right there. Big mistake for me. Big mistake. Number 3 was wait, that's number 3. Number 2 was Ironmonger.
Ooh, Ironmonger.
Ironmonger. They were given a beautiful discount with Ironmonger at my comic book shop. They were trying
Really?
to offload it. Yeah, because he was one of the ones that were cracked.
Oh
had him on
yeah, I heard
display.
about the
He was
crack
cracked.
issue on the Ironmonger.
So-
Yeah,
So you would never guess how much his price was.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know because
180.
120.
120.
Damn.
God, 120. What's the retail
With
price
my-
on that?
With my
What was the
discount,
original?
it would have been 120.
Wow, what was the original retail price for the Ironmonger then?
Wasn't he $300? He was the first
Wow.
$300 figure.
That's a big regret for
For Iron Man?
120. Even for a cracked figure, I've
Mhm.
seen figures that were damaged go for only like $100 cheaper than the resale. Like let's say Iron Man is like $600 resale, and it only has like a minor issue, minor crack or something. It still goes for $500 because of the grail status it has.
Yeah. This
Wow.
is my number 2 biggest regret. My number 2. And seeing it in presence and everything like that, I'm like, do I really want to get into this? Like, nah, I'll get the Marvel Legends one. You know, like that's my brain, the way it was thinking. You know, I wasn't into that, scope yet, and now I'm into that scope, and it's like it's killing me because there's so much coming out. What do I buy? What do I add? And now I know what I want in my lane, so to speak. So I would love for them to reissue this as a diecast figure.
Oh yeah.
This would be a beautiful reissue, a well-welcomed one too for those who actually purchased this and had theirs cracked. Because I know there was tons of people who says, "Oh yeah, because of there was an issue that's all cracked." I think even Denobi's is cracked.
Wow.
So, this is one of those. And now my number 1 regret. It's two separate figures, but it's a number 1 regret for me because I wanted them for so long, so long, and I missed my opportunity, and it's gone, and you can't even find it in a secondary market. And if you do, you can't buy it but them by themselves or whatever. It's crazy because the last time I sold them, they were fetching for $700 each.
Oh my God.
Plus shipping. So that is the 3-0 Bebop and Rocksteady.
Ah, yeah.
My biggest regret, and it still hurts me to this day. I'm always hunting for them, can never find them, not even at a reasonable price, not even at a ridiculous price. And I'm just hoping that one day that I would be able to purchase those two to complete my 3-0 collection of Turtles. Granted, it's from the second film and not the first film, but I prefer the look from the first film for the Turtles. I really, really, really do regret not picking those up when I had the chance to, because it was sitting. It was sitting.
Yeah, man, it hurts me to this day, bro, that we saw. It was either Bebop or Rocksteady. Yeah, Sideshow Seconds, man. I didn't know it was a freaking figure when I was looking at it. I was like, man, so detailed and everything. I didn't even know.
It's all right. It's all right, Nate. It's all right. Don't worry about it, brother. It's okay.
It hurt me. It hurt me.
It hurt you, but I was already hurt to begin with, so it didn't hurt me. Once you do it to yourself, man, it's like, okay, you can't blame somebody else who wasn't in the know. When you know. And it's just one of those things, man. You just gotta keep an eye out. And I know other people are starting to hunt for these too, because once I start taking pictures of these and start showing them off again, because I did it last year, and then the demand was getting up there. Then I did it again recently, and now more people are getting this saying, "Yo, Lou, I got the 3-0 Turtles. Yo, thank you." And I know Cigars and Bacon is looking for them too. He has interest in getting those turtles because we're not getting 6-scale turtles, and it would be cool if Hot Toys were bold enough to give us the 90s turtles, because I will definitely get those. I will never say no to 90s turtles.
I'll take a Toka and Razor.
Toka Razor, baby. Just make sure that the turtles are from the first movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But all right, that's a good top 5, Loco Lu. Let's hit up this Big Dog Power 1 $5 super chat real quick. I I need to give the Geekin Out squad mad props for keeping us sane during these pandemic and giving great entertainment for all things hot toys, bruh. No, I appreciate you guys coming in to enjoy our crazy asses.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's okay. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
All we can say is you're welcome. But no, real talk though. Yeah, we got a lot of regrets like when it comes to collecting, but hey, it's always good to come in and express our thoughts. No regrets. Yeah, come in to express our thoughts on it.
You deviated my septum, yo.
But yo, our regrets, right? It's someone else's lessons that can be learned. Like, hey, you guys, you have an idea of what we regret, so use that to your advantage when collecting your future figures, or when you're just coming into the game, have an idea of what you want to do, because it's all about, coming into the game and being the best you can with collecting, as far as like, not so much as spending habits, but having an idea of how to navigate through this this hellhole we call collecting, because it's hell out there with collecting these figures, man. And it's always this is why I want to do these streams, just to give y'all the opportunity, the experience I've gotten through these 2 years of collecting hot toys,
for real.
And if it helps you guys out, then it's not as big as a regret for me if you guys are learning from my mistakes, because I don't want somebody else to miss out on like a Yondu that was 350, and I was like, oh my god, man, I missed out on getting this Yondu because I was more invested on another figure, and I'm here like that other figure got reissued next week. And like, damn it, you know what I mean? That's what happened. That's what happened to my animated Boba Fett. I went for ESB Boba Fett, and then here comes Hot Toys coming out with a 40th anniversary edition. And I'm like, damn, it's the same damn figure. I could have waited.
Wish I should have, could have, would have, man. We don't want those.
Yeah.
We don't want those.
Exactly.
So guys, let's see, 227. So this is a real quick question. Down the list, DonPrime, which figure would you get? You got the money. Which one you get out of your list? Falcon. Okay.
Yep.
Cigars Bacon.
Yondu.
All right. Loco Lu.
Bebop and Rocksteady. You have to have the two. Can't.
Bebop and Rocksteady. All right. Lane.
Oh, animated Boba.
Animated Boba Fett, of course. Animated Boba Fett. For me, if I had the chance to, I would go back and repurchase that $400 set for the Wolf Predator and the Classic Predator. Like either that or the Hulk. But yeah,
gotcha.
One of those.
If you got Wolf though, you would have had to try and track down also the Predator.
No. Maz showed us off the Predator. Like, it looks great, but the thing is, there's some issues with it sometimes and all that. I'm like, I'd rather go through the issues with the Predator than I do with the Alien Predator. Like, I'm hearing there's worse issues with the Alien Predator than it is for the actual Predator. So now, don't get me wrong. Like, if they ever come out with an Alien Predator 2.0, 3.0 at that point, then yeah, I'll probably go with that if they fix the issues of the original. But I won't go hunt down that, for especially the freaking price range on that resale is ridiculous for Alien Predators.
Most definitely. So,
can I give an honorable mention on regrets?
Yeah, go ahead.
Blitzway Ghostbusters 4-pack.
Oh my god!
No.
Ghostbusters. Yeah.
Why would you do that to me?
That's everybody. That's everyone's regret right there. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's the Nobi's regret, because he went with the 3-pack. He didn't go with that 4-pack. That's even the Nobi's regret right there.
Yeah, I just saw someone put it up today. Put up the 4-pack for $2,500.
Yep. So
you see Ghostbusters.
That's like $625 per figure.
There you go, right here, the special pack. Man, the damn special pack.
Yeah, with the Slimer and the sign and all that stuff.
Yeah. freaking genius part on Blitzway. You know, like you got to give him props for that. It's like, oh yeah, you want your original scientists? You got those? Yeah. But you want the exclusive joint? You want to get Slimer? You want to get the street sign? Because guess what? They don't make street signs like that no more here in New York. They don't make the barricades like that. All the barricades now in New York are the WWE style barricades from back in the day.
$8.96. Wow.
That was a steal.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That is crazy. $8.90. That is today's prices, man, with the resale, that is a steal right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
basically $2.25 a fig.
$2.19,
Yeah.
isn't it? $2.19 a fig.
No, $2.24 a fig.
$2.24 a fig.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That was what? That's 2016 prices for Hot Toys.
About
About 220 for a figure.
Yep, $2.24.
Look at that. Called it.
Wow. This is crazy though. Damn. Wow. This would have been like, I wish I was collecting back then. This would have been a cool set. And this didn't last for pre-orders, right? It does.
Nope.
They just sold. They either they sold out after they got released, or they sold out within the pre-order phase.
Mm-hmm.
No. They had pre-orders up, and then it sat. And then once they were gone, they were gone.
Ah, okay. Okay. Damn. But all right, guys. That is all we have today for Figures I Regret, or Hot Toys I Regret.
Everything we regret.
Everything we regret. Yeah. This should be a stream where I regret even coming into this freaking hobby.
How many
I would
thousands
never
of
say
dollars
that.
would be sitting in my savings account right now?
No. I will never say that. You know why? Two things. We wouldn't be able to appreciate all these amazing figures.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Two, and I think is most important for me. You know, I mean, not two. The number one reason is most important for me, and that is being with all of you guys to talk about what we love and what we, regret as far as collecting is concerned. And plus, this is a great escape for escapism. And, if I couldn't have these with, by myself, I have these with Ya to, appreciate figures and appreciate each other because, DonPrime at Comic-Con, we were tight knit, man. And he did not leave me hanging. Let's just say that he never left me hanging. And we need more people like that in the world where we get to, show appreciation, show love and respect, but also be honorable. You know what I mean? There's too much hate in the world. You got to spread the love.
Yep, most definitely. Yeah, it was a super fun time. Yeah, same. Like Loco Lu is like, he's coming off work and he's like literally calling me, "Get your ass out of bed. I'm gonna be at your hotel in 5 minutes."
Yeah, that was me. I went from work straight to hang out with Don, and I was up the entire day.
That's dedication.
Yep.
Yeah,
all right, guys. I think that's all we have for today. Depending on what happens next few days from Hot Toys, we'll see. We'll pretty much coordinate, and reflect what Hot Toys is doing. If they do release the final production photos of the Batmobile or the Tumbler, I'll probably hop on a stream. But I probably won't hop onto a stream till Tuesday because usually from now and Monday is like the worst when it comes to work because the OT. I'll probably stay over for a bit before doing a stream Monday morning. But I just letting y'all know that if we do another stream, it'll probably be Tuesday morning. But we'll see what happens. Anyway,
never say never.
Yeah. I'm on my damn mind. I might just pop in just a freaking crazy one. But
that,
all right, guys.
I definitely say never to.
But all right, guys, I gotta get ready to go to work. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for coming in, and Lou coming in right at the tail end of the stream to get his five in. That was crazy. And thank you coming in, man. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Everybody have a wonderful night. Thank you again.
Yep, stay safe, be smart, be nice to each other, be excellent to each other.
Yeah.
Yep, and we're just simple corrector trying to make our way in this freaking galaxy. I made a weapons with you.
Thank you again. Take
Later,
care,
everyone.
Hit that like button. Subscribe.